Is my mic good? Is my mic good? Can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Put a one in the chat if my mic is good. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good with everybody? What's up, live and learn? How you doing, Miss Barbara? What's up with you? What's good? What's good? Okay, I'm good. My mic is good. My mic is good. My mic is good. Salute. What y'all out there doing? Salute, man. Oh, all right, cool. I'm good. I'm Gucci. All right, cool. What y'all doing, man? What y'all on out there? I'm out here in the world making some money. I figured I'd go live for like 20, 30 minutes. I ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna keep it real brief. I ain't gonna be up here too long. What's up, live and learn? What's good with you, bro? Yeah, everybody. Hope everybody having a good day, man. Hope everybody's day going good. Man, these YouTube streets been dead, man. Ain't nobody been going live for real. That's crazy. I don't know. Everybody going on vacation. Motherfuckers taking a hiatus from this shit. It's been real dead out here, man. This YouTube shit can be toxic. What's up? What's up, Marcy Fox? What's up with you? What's good with you? Let me rinse you up. That's. I'm glad that I can bring people over from the different sectors to over here. I'm glad I could do that because I know y'all come from a whole different sector. So I'm glad that y'all people can come from different parts of the street or different neighborhoods on this on this YouTube shit because there are different neighborhoods. You got your beef neighborhood sector, whatever you want to call it. You got your conscious sector or neighborhood. You got your spiritual. You got your fucking homestead sector. It's a plethora of different sectors. People come from. But I'm glad people coming over here from different parts of the street. Different places I be at. I'm glad people coming over here to where I'm at. So salute to y'all. Salute to Barbara. Salute to Marcy Fox. 'Cause I know y'all come from the what's it called? What sector would y'all come from? What's the name of y'all sector? What would it be called? The like where y'all audit the cops. But what's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? TJ at the 100. What's good with you, man? What's good? How you doing? Cop watcher sector. Yeah, it's okay. So the auditing, the police auditing sector. That's where y'all come from. The cop watcher sector. But I've been watching those type of videos for a very long time. So that's why, I crossed the bridge. I came to that side. It's entertaining over there too, just like it is on my side over here where I'm at. I belong to a sector. That's what's up, Barbara. Me neither. I'm not a part of no. I'm not a part of no community. I let that be known all the time that I'm not a part of no community. I'm just on my own. I just go. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere but nowhere at the same time. If that makes sense, I say that all the time. All over the world. That's what's up. That's what's up. Global with this shit, right? I wanted to touch on one thing. I was gonna do a whole. I was gonna title the video uh what I'm about to say, but I don't have time and I don't feel like going live later on, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it off my chest right now. I was gonna title the video, "Is there such thing as a conspiracy theories, or is it just a coincidence that this shit happens?" It's flabber. Sometimes I'm left flabbergasted when people say that's a conspiracy. I'm left flabbergasted. I'm left like confused, and I'm like, man, it's mind boggling that somebody can still say that things are a conspiracy theory, man. After all of these atrocities, after all of this shit you've been seeing going on the past 30, 40, 50 years, whatever may have you, how can somebody still say that's a conspiracy theory y'all talking about? No, it's not. What is a conspiracy theory? What personifies a conspiracy theory, man? It's just the fucking truth. They put it in your face. That's like me telling you I'm a bank robber and then going to the bank, robbing the bank, showing you I'm robbing the bank, and then saying, "Yeah, I'm not a bank robber. I just went and took the money." Like, bro, you like, man, you a bank robber. I just seen you do it. So how can somebody sit and watch all of this stuff go on, on the TV, or whether it's propaganda, whatever you want to call it, and say, "Hey, man, that's a conspiracy theory." No, man. Oh man, people. Oh man. Let's see you all up in the chat. Salute to you, man. Salute, TJ. What's up, No? What's up with you? So I hang out everywhere. Yeah, a lot of people are not free thinkers like I think they are, man. I be thinking, cause also some people be professing to be scholars and intellectuals and all this other nonsense, and then when you tell them like some actual factual shit, no, man, that sounds crazy. Like, no, bro, you can't. Look, I'm an open-minded person. I don't throw nothing out the window. If somebody gonna sit there and say, "Hey, man, you're 9/11," that's an inside job. If somebody could convey to you, "Hey, man, you're 9/11," everybody knows 9/11 was an inside job. That's some government shit. Everybody knows that. That's not even like a reach anymore. Like, that's just common sense. And you could sit there and say, "Hey, man, a lot of these people in Hollywood, a lot of these activists, a lot of these world leaders, a lot of these people that has been given to us, whether they're black leaders or white leaders, all of them are controlled puppets." Somebody sit there and tell you, "No, man, that person's not a controlled puppet." That let me know a lot of people left the church. They stopped idol worshiping Jesus just to idol worship another man. That's what it is. That's what I'm seeing. That just let me know a lot of motherfuckers are still zombies, man. We got a lot of walking dead niggas walking around. A lot of walking, talking dead motherfuckers walking around. What's up, AKD? What's good with you? Let me put. I ain't gonna be up here long. I ain't gonna put the link in the chat because I'm not even gonna be up here that long. But yeah, how can somebody point out? Listen, take look. How can somebody point out? Yeah, we've been lied to about everything. Like we know that people know. Hey, man, take. I'm gonna say theoretically or hypothetically. Take the transatlantic slave trade. Everybody know that's a crock of bull. Everybody just knows we've been lying. Everybody knows the school curriculum was pseudo. Everybody knows NASA is pseudo. Everybody knows the majority of media control, mainstream media is controlled. So if you know that, why would somebody negate the fact that their favorite leader, a pro-black activist, was a fucking puppet? So if I'm telling you, hey man, if I'm conveying to somebody, hey, Malcolm X was a shield, man, controlled opposition, man. He was really working for the other side. And somebody said, no, that's not true, man. Let me tell you what happened one time. I was on another panel one time, right? And this dude was doing false advertising because he put on the title of the stream, he put conspiracy theories welcome. I'm like, okay, this is my type of spot. Let me pull up, see what they talking about. Yeah, right. They was talking about the Black Boule and a lot of these black leaders and a lot of these different secret societies. They was talking about stuff like that. I'm okay, I get it. But as soon as I mentioned that Malcolm X, their favorite leader, was a shield, was a puppet, man, they chopped my head off, man. No, man, you tripping. So I asked them, I said, okay, so if you're saying that LeBron James is controlled in Black Boule, why the fuck wouldn't Malcolm X be? If where did you see these niggas at? On TV, media. So, oh my God, man. Oh shit, man. Man, salute everybody. Salute. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been doing this a very long time since my first channel. I've been calling out, all of these, puppets that they give us, man. I've been calling it out, and then somebody will say, "Oh, just because somebody reach a level of success, they're not a puppet. You're gonna call every so-called successful person a puppet or a sellout?" No, man, no, not at all. Somebody that's that genuinely, organically, built themselves up from the ground up without the machine behind them, that's a successful person. But I'm saying when you get into the Malcolm X's, the Rosa Parks, the MLKs, etc., man, how did you hear about these people? You heard about them via media, via school curriculum. I didn't know nothing about no motherfucking Malcolm X and Martin Luther King till I went to school, and that shit was in their literature. It was in their curriculum, movies and shit like that, propaganda. Oh my god, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? Bronze, what's good with you, bro? People don't like when people don't. That's what I'm saying. Niggas still call them an idol worshiping, man. You know, that's what I feel like. People leave the church. They leave the church just to go idol worship another man, or just go idol worship, one of these chosen shields or controlled ops or whatever you want to call these people, man. They give these people a messiah type of aura. If people haven't realized, look at Trump. Trump is looked at as a messiah. Is looked at as a messiah amongst the masses, right? So what do? He embodies. Trump is the perfect personification of controlled opposition, because this is what they do. The media, because they control everything. They'll make it seem like that he's going against the status quo, and the status quo is trying to assassinate him. Meanwhile, they just playing games on your psyche. The same thing with Bill Cosby, Malcolm X. They'll say, "Oh man, they killed him. They trying to kill him," just like with Jesus Christ, with Caesar Borgia. He tried to liberate. He tried to bring the people liberation. He tried to, bring people to the promised land, and they took him out. So the same thing with Trump. Man, come on, man. People can't see the script by now. To all you motherfuckers that's claiming to be, conscious or woke or spiritual, so called, you could be able to. Oh man, I'm starting to see. I'm starting to think otherwise. It's a God complex, good and evil, good and bad, good cop, bad cop. The God complex. Yeah, right. They give them the God complex, that God aura. Look like they come to save the people, bring the people liberation. In all actuality, they're doing the complete opposite, man. They're a complete detriment. And then they're gonna sell you a puppet. Then they're gonna write a book about him 50 years later, saying, "Hey, man, this guy he was a freedom fighter." The same thing with all these other puppets they don't gave us, man. W.E.D. Du Bois, man. Dr. Umar Johnson, Tupac. The list goes on. There's so many of them, man. That's what I'm saying. We don't pick these people. Do we pick these people from our neighborhoods? Now, I'm not saying there's not people in the neighborhoods or people in these communities doing their due diligence, trying to really help people and save people. I'm not saying them, but I'm saying when you start seeing these people on TV every day, you see them all in the school curriculum. They making documentaries about these motherfuckers. They always got a camera in their face. That let me know, man. They control, man. Most of them are Masons, man. Masons, Jesuit puppets, man. Black Boule. The list goes on. They were butthurt about Tupac. Yeah, man. I couldn't get them to see that Pac is the Pac embodied controlled opposition, man. Because remember what I said, that, like AKD said in the chat, they give him a God complex. So when Tupac first came into the music industry, he came out as a messiah. Think about that music video, the Humpty Dump. What's it called? Do the Humpty Dump. They was carrying him in like a messiah, showing you this is gonna be. Because look, y'all can go read that publication that came out in the late '60s. J. Edgar Hoover said verbatim, "I don't want a black messiah coming up out none of these ghetto cities." Operation COINTELPRO. That's where Tupac comes from. Tupac stems directly from the Black Panther Party, Operation COINTELPRO, man. They gave was a messiah, man. Cause think about how he came in. He came in with a messiah, with a savior type messiah like complex, a god like complex. Brenda's got a baby. Let me say, I'm gonna save the black community. And what happened towards the back end of his career? Total chaos and confusion and destruction, right? Come on, man. It's good cop. Oh my god, man. Yes, these are your heroes, man. All of them are false. All of them are false messiahs, man. Let me drop the link real quick. Anybody want to come up? Yeah, I can come up for a few minutes. Let me. I just wanted to get up here because I went back and listened to that live, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, man, these niggas really still get butt hurt over these goddamn celebrities, man. Pac is a fucking celebrity. Nigga got a fucking star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You not getting, man, if you not getting a star on that Hollywood Walk of Fame if you not controlled, man. All puppets got a fucking star on that Hollywood Walk of Fame. Donald Trump, Tupac, who else? Eddie Murphy, all fucking Hollywood puppets, man. God damn, who you think? So I said we don't choose these fucking people, man. They control everything. Viacom, Black, all these music labels, music execs, all this shit is controlled, bro. How's that? How is that so hard for people to understand? All of this shit is controlled. We don't control. We don't own this shit. They own it. It's their shit. Name somebody that owns a multi-million dollar record company. I'll wait. Our entertainment business. I'll wait. Let me know. Somebody that y'all know personally. I'll wait. Let me know. Bob Marley, all of them controlled. They made good music. The stuff they said, it sounded good. It did. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was one of Pac's biggest fans back in the day. But it took for me to realize, hey man, that dude was a motherfucking industry plant, man. Even though I fuck with Pac, I fuck with Pac strong back in the day. When Pac died in '96, I was 8 years old. I cried like a baby because that's what it's. These are heroes that are given to us, man. That's what I'm saying. Name Hollywood, the CIA, the music industry, all working synergy together, and it's all owned by the status quo, the powers that be, man. Are the powers that shouldn't be. They own this shit. They give us these. They give it to us. They give us these heroes, bro. Like I just said, name one person that you know personally that owns a fucking multi-billion dollar, a multi-million dollar record company, entertainment company. Tyler Perry, puppet, owns a multi-billion dollar production company in Atlanta. You think? Come on, man. Cat Williams, controlled opposition. All of them controlled. Yeah, they let them come out and tell a few truths here and there. Hey man, go tell them 9/11 wasn't real. Go tell them the jab was a detriment, some shit like that. They'll give them a little script. Hey man, go tell them a few little truths. Tariq Nasheed, another puppet. I did a video on him not too long ago. All puppets, man. All these niggas party with Diddy. They all in cahoots with one another. All of them. They all brothers and sisters, man, by oath, man. Murder with radio. It does seem you can't enjoy it, but still you should know how it works, especially if you want to say, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't come telling me how woke you is and how much knowledge you done accumulated and how spiritual you are and how intellectual you are if you still out here worshiping motherfucking puppets, man, like Malcolm X and all these other puppets, man. Martin Luther King and all these other puppets, man. Donald Trump, all Joe Biden, Jim Carrey. Don't come telling me how much you know if you still idol worship. And I don't want to hear that shit. You basically still worshiping Jesus. You might as well go ahead and go back to the church and worship that motherfucking white Jesus or worship the black Jesus. Which one? Pick your poison. Go ahead. You might as well go ahead and do that. I don't want to hear how woke you is, man. I don't want to hear that conscious shit. You know? Said spirits have no motherfucking skin, bro. You said spirits have no skin. Don't you have a spiritual essence? Ain't you your spirit? Hold on, you gotta hold on. Elaborate on that a little bit more, TJ 100. Appreciate the support, AKD. Appreciate that. Much love. So vote Trump 2000, man. Man, people gonna continue to get march right to the slaughterhouse, man. By these goddamn devils, man. All of them devils, man. They're gonna continue to march you right to the slaughterhouse, man. And I don't mean physically. I mean like spiritually, mentally, man. Psychologically, man. You gonna continue to get marched right to your own goddamn demise. I don't follow behind none of these motherfuckers, man. I don't follow behind no man, no woman, none of these motherfuckers. Nobody. You know, ain't nothing wrong with them entertaining and shit like that. Say Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. What's up, Charles, bro? What's good with you, man? What's good, bro? Peace. Read this shit. So I used to say they will be the first one to go to the FEMA camps. Yeah, you know what's so crazy? I said this a long time ago. Listen, I said this a long time ago. I said, people say all the time they're gonna be marching people. You know, the military, the UN, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna be, coming door to door, taking people to these FEMA camps or making people do things. No, they don't have to do that. They don't have to use force. They don't have to use force at all. Period. We seen that 5 years ago. They don't have to use force. The only thing they gotta do is use technology and lie. Motherfucker do anything. Bro, they had people put, come on, man. They had people put shackles on their goddamn face. People hated to breathe fresh, clean air off a fucking lie, man. So why they don't have to use no military force? They don't have to. I told matter of fact, my dad asked me that. My dad said, "Hey, if they hate us so much, why won't they just drop a bomb and kill us all?" I said, "No. Why would they do that? That's too easy. They don't have to do that. I said, shit. They get more of a kick just from lying to your ass, making you think some shit actually happened and it didn't. They don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to. What word I'm looking for? They don't have to round everyone up physically and take them to FEMA camps and make them do anything. People would do it willingly off of ignorance and stupidity. Willingly, man. A bunch of educated dummies, man. A bunch of educated dummies, man, do anything when they're scared because they don't know anything else. If I have a world and I got a bunch of people in this world that I control, via fear, propaganda, emotions, and shit like that, I can get them to do anything because I control the narrative. I control it. It's my shit. Why would I have to? Why, I would get more of a laugh and a kick out of it just by trolling them. We look, man, we being trolled like a motherfucker down this. Man, when I be sitting back looking at everything, I said, man, we being trolled like a motherfucker. I said, I go around trolling other people, but we being trolled, man. These people trolling the shit out of us, man. They laugh, and they'll laugh right in your face too. They laugh right in our faces too. People don't even catch it, man. They'll sit there, be doing a whole interview, making this shit seem serious. You be thinking that should be some real shit happening. What, man, whole time they got a smirk on their face, laughing. I mean, these niggas are idiots, man. They actually believe this shit. When the camera cut off, like, man, they some dumb, but they actually believe this. Oh man, they actually believe we landed on the moon. Somebody put in the chat, flat mother. What does FMFP stand for? Flat motherfucking power. Let me read some of y'all chats. Read the chat, man. Ooh, up in here. It's called freedom because it must be dumb. It's all, yeah, man. You gotta be dumb. We got 21 people in the building, man. What's good with y'all, man? What's up with everybody, man? Get them likes up. Damn car cut off. Who in the building? Mr. Michigan Control. What's good with you, bro? What's good? What's good? We got a lot of new people in the building, man. Salute to everybody, man. Salute that. Salute to all the new people in the building, man. Salute. Shout out. For sure. That's why the Bible said no idols, Emmanuel. So people that worship Jesus Christ, that's a form of idol worshiping too, Madison Allen. But yeah, but like I was saying, you just got to be able to. It's about just using discernment and being able to think rationally. Think with logic and think for yourself, man. Don't be a fucking sheep. Don't be the cattle, man. What's that old saying? My parents told me that all the time coming up as adolescent. You see everybody jumping off the goddamn bridge, you're gonna jump too. So it's the same. It's the same ideology. You see everybody else following the fucking mainstream narrative, you gotta follow it too. Think for yourself, man. Come up with your own conclusion or your own hypothesis, man. Don't be following the fucking herd, because you see what following the herd gets you. How many people followed the herd 5 years ago? How many people been following in the herd and that shit ain't been nothing but a goddamn detriment, man? Man, that's what I said. That's what I was saying the other night. That's what I was trying to convey to them brothers on the panel the other night. Hey, man, y'all keep talking about conspiracy theories. These ain't conspiracy theories, man. It's fucking facts, bro. Niggas been debunked all this shit. All this shit is baby food to me. When I talk about this shit, Tupac being a shield and all these puppets being shields, bro, niggas been debunked that shit years ago. Niggas been putting out videos debunking that shit. Niggas just passed that shit now. It's just like a nigga debunk. If a nigga can sit there and say, hey man, I'm not gonna worship the God of the Bible or the deity Jesus Christ or Yahweh or Allah or Buddha, if a nigga can debunk that, why is it so hard for you to debunk your favorite fucking celebrity or your favorite politician or your favorite activist or your favorite cult leader? What's the difference? It's the same shit. God damn. I be thinking to myself, man, some of these conscious niggas be asleep. Some of these niggas are supposedly woke and conscious. If a nigga debunks, shout out to my aboriginals, man. Shout out to y'all. But if one of y'all niggas debunked the fact that we didn't come up with no slave ship and that shit was a lie, why is it so hard for you to debunk all this other shit that done came out? Come on, man. Oh my God. Everybody hit that like button too. Get them likes up for me. Even to the people watching in the bushes. I got a lot of bush watchers over here too, watching from the shadows and shit like that, man. But it's all good. Shout out to y'all. Matter of fact, you know what's so crazy? This is what I'm gonna do in the near future. I'm gonna do a stream. I'm gonna let up all my YouTube opposition. I'm gonna try to hit the link. Y'all can. Matter of fact, I hate to change the subject, but if anybody got a problem or contention or any type of ill will towards Truth Zone, y'all more than welcome to hit the link. Anybody that's watching from the bushes, you're more than welcome to hit the link. Come up here and get it off your chest, man. Come up here and get it off your chest, man. I'm gonna open the door for you to come on and get it off your chest, man. You ain't gotta hide in the bushes, man. You ain't gotta sit back and be a creeper or be a warrior, man. Come on up here and holler at me. What's up, Phil? You got Charles Woods in the building. What's good with you, bro?
Chilling. What's good? Damn, that's just spelled my name wrong, yo. What does that say? Wandering worker? Whatever.
On the screen?
Yeah, I messed it up. I don't know how that got like that.
No said I've got a problem. Oh, you can come on up and know, man. You can come on up here and give a grievance, man. If that's what I'm saying, anybody got a problem with Truth Zone, man, come on up here and give a grievance, man. I'm leaving the door open for y'all too.
Oh, that's why you wanted people to come. I don't have a problem.
No. I'm trolling, bro. But yeah, man, I was just talking about how all these motherfuckers is puppets, bro. Everybody that's ever been given to us, man. I just know for a fact they all puppets, bro. All of them.
Everything's been handed to us. As soon as we come out of the womb, Everything's handed to us. It's already waiting for us. The illusion is you think for yourself, but they give you the illusion of choice. They create all your choices.
For sure. And that's why I say, man, it's a must that everyone think for themselves, man. Do not follow the herd, man. Like I said earlier, I know y'all parents don't told y'all over and over. I hate to be redundant or regurgitate shit. If you see the herd jumping off the goddamn bridge, you're gonna go jump with them. No, create your own path, man, and then follow it, man. Don't follow behind nobody. Now, like I said, I
Look,
know the truth hurts, man. The truth hurts. Go ahead, Charles.
I was gonna say, like, these religions. I was reading about Constantine. He brought all the religions together at the table. I think all the religions, these religions went and conquered all the lands, man. Like, beforehand, the only thing, well, I don't want to say that's true either. I think most of this knowledge is handed to us by them, but
It is,
before
bro.
knowledge is passed down in tribes, and people worship their parent, not worship, but your parents was put on a pedestal. They gave us life. Instead, people put these invisible characters on pedestals instead of their own parents. I know people that love Jesus but hate their mother and father. That's wild to me, man.
Damn, that's diabolical, bro. That's true too. That is true. Hey, Zev, Gabber, what did you do for the people? I do for myself and my family, bro. But I don't profess to be a messiah, somebody that's gonna bring the people liberation or bring the people, a utopia. I'm not out here professing that. Zev Gabber, you more than welcome to hit the link, come up here and tell us what you've done for the people, man. You more than welcome. Or you can convey it to me in the chat. But y'all see what you're saying, bro. That a lot of people do, man. They love Jesus more than they love themselves, man. That's why,
Yeah.
the powers of so-called be, bro, they know that people want to follow behind something. They want to have something to look up to. So I'm saying we're given these deities, we're given these celebrities, these puppets, these activists. That's on a world stage level. We're giving these people, man. We don't choose these motherfuckers.
Like Trump. It just so happens, right? It always seems when people start asking questions and they're tired of the bullshit, when people start realizing they're poisoning all our shit, they want to give a hero. So they give us Trump and people believe he's gonna fucking solve all the problems. It's like they gave Jesus. How many generations of people died waiting on the savior that never fucking showed up, and how many more generations are people going to be waiting on the savior that's never going to show up?
Yeah, like I said, bro, if reincarnation is real, if we do live out multiple lives here, throughout so-called time, a motherfucker you can die, reincarnate, come back your next life, you waiting on Jesus to come back. That nigga, he personifies a deadbeat motherfucker. Ain't saved nobody. You go ask one of them Christians, hey man, who has your God saved? They wouldn't be able to tell you. They can't articulate it to you. They're gonna tell you, hey man, yeah, he kept my lights on. No, you kept your lights on. You paid that light bill. You paid that water bill. Man, Jesus is good, man. He put my kids through school. No, you did that. You wouldn't work 40 hours a week and did that. Jesus, he ain't come from the sky and pick up them boxes. He ain't drive that U-Haul truck. He ain't drive that Amazon truck all day, all week.
Muhammad too. Isn't Muhammad? Yeah, Muhammad's a Muslim savior in Allah, I think. Yeah, Muhammad is another one. And then you got Abraham. You got all these freaking created. Nobody never met any of these fucking deities.
Hey, Charles, I wanted.
Hey, hold on, Mr. Mission. Hey, what's up? What's up, Trisha? What's up, Trisha? Wrong. Shout out to you. Everybody, please hit the like button. Please and thank you. Hit that like button. Go ahead, Mr. Mission, bro. You got it.
Charles, that was a great stream you did earlier today. I missed it, but yeah, we need more of that. More
Thank
of that.
you, Mission.
Yeah, I've been agnostic most of my life studied metaphysics and the occult, left-hand path and right-hand path, and and I hung out in churches and everything still to this day. But there was I posted on my post from yesterday. There was a guy calling out the witchcraft, them ladies in the church, you know, manipulators and stuff. But so our way of thinking, is getting into the mainstream churchgoers, and they'll come around. But
There's nothing wrong with witchcraft. There's a lot of good witchcraft. Most
well, that's what I
witches
was. That's
were
what I'm saying.
masters of the elements. They knew that plants
The
heal
witchcraft,
and all that good stuff.
yeah, the witchcraft that they're thinking of is the type of witchcraft that the ladies in the church are doing. The evil stuff. And the witches were more naturalists. More Nordic. Shamanistic stuff. Not
Most
Satan worshiping.
religions were sorry to
And
interrupt. I was
look,
going to say religions stole all their knowledge from witches, and they stole. Religion was built off of paganism, basically.
Right. All the old shrines and stuff. Yeah, the Abrahamistic religions came about to instill monetary control. And once we get rid of this money, well, like once everybody starts seeing that we can pull electricity right out of the sky and run it through an inverter and then have our power that we use to power our devices now. Now that's not the etheric 0 point over unity energy. These Tesla coils and stuff are drawn out and using. We'll have to have new circuitry for our devices to use that. But you could still run that through an inverter or a mercury rectifier and get. That's what those mercury rectifiers were for. It was pulling the energy out of the buildings, right, and turning it into AC/DC.
That rectifier with mercury, that thing's awesome, man. I want to build one.
Right, and those things were
it's spinning the mercury, right? You spin the mercury and it creates electricity, right?
Right, and all this has to do with vortex implosion and electron spin. So on the proton. So if you invert the electron spin on stuff, that goes into the phase conjugation, the vortex implosion that Dan Winter talks about. That we can do mentally and stuff. Yeah. So I just wanted to get on here and say I hadn't been on True Zones Live, but yeah, that was a great stream earlier, Charles. We need more education.
And just because I see things different, like I know you and Max are glow. I don't want to label it, but you guys see things different. Doesn't mean when I talk about how I see things on a level realm and all that, it's not to attack people who are globalists or whatever. I don't want to really label it, but
we've taken you guys under our wings to bring you all out of the conditioning of the mainstream thought conditioning, because we see you all want to break out of it. You see that crack at the door.
Hey, hold on. I want to answer AKB's question real quick. She said, not a question. She said, that's true. She said, that's the true control in my eyes. Money, to me, that's the true evil. I was saying that the other day. Money is not necessarily evil, because think about it. Think about somebody that's truly righteous. They can amalgamate a substantial amount of money and build up a youth center for kids. They can take that money and do something good, for humanity. It depends on what you use the money for. It's a tool. Somebody can take 20,000, put it on something. Somebody can take that money, that 20,000 and shit, and build a house for a bunch of homeless people, right? So it's the yin and the yang, the good and the evil. What are we gonna do with the money? It's good and evil. It can be it's the yin and the yang, night and day, left, right, up, down. The yin and the yang.
Well,
right?
Our society can run.
It's the person teaching it. It's all how you use that tool to teach.
Our society can run without money. I mean, all our homes would be, earthship technology. Really, the only thing we need electricity for is electroculture for plants and stuff. Everything else can be
I agree.
built to where you have natural air conditioning, with your earthship homes, and this system totally has to be broken down, and they're seeing that.
Right.
They're seeing
Right.
that they
I
can't
agree with
just
that.
they can't just reset the economy and go into this digital thing. You know, they're seeing that, oh shit, the whole thing's got to be rebuilt, and this has happened over and over again, either naturally or technologically set on these resets and things, the mud floods, the catastrophe,
Right.
you know,
I
and
was gonna say something real quick, man. I was gonna say something real quick. Yeah, we really don't need money because I say all the time, resources supersede money. They just give us the status quo. I'll say the so-called powers that be. These motherfuckers that control this, the civilization at this, point in time. They give us fiat currency. It's just like playing It's just like playing the game of life, the Monopoly game.
right. It's
We're
based
giving this.
on that.
Hold on, bro. I got you. We're giving this money instead of just having the natural resources. Like I said, natural resources are always going to supersede money.
And they're renewable. They've lied to us and said that they're not renewable. They are all renewable. The oil, the power, everything is free and renewable. And they've lied and said this isn't renewable. And all this stuff is based on that. There's only so much amount, but you know how much.
I was gonna say, bro. The reason why I was just gonna say real quick, man. The reason why they're saying it's not renewable is because they control the resources. We don't control none of these major ports. We don't control none of the oil. We don't control none of that. The water. We don't control none of this stuff on a macro scale. We don't. They control it. So of course they're gonna say, hey man, it's a shortage, knowing damn well that's the supply of resources is infinite. Because it's always been here. It's always been here. It will always be here. That's just like saying the earth's gonna run out. It's gonna be at the end now, bro. No, it's always gonna be here. It always will.
Yeah, the monetary system is based on lies, and they're seeing that oh shit, this AI wants the free energy stuff, and they keep resetting it. I think it's getting out of their hands, and they're trying to keep us occupied with all this fake news and stuff, and we're seeing that we don't need these idols, and we need more microcosm managed systems than these big micro. But it can still run. It can be all converted and run like it is for free. But they don't want to relinquish their control. So all right, I'm out of here.
Getting our own electricity. That's what we need to do. And you see how they took out that 13-year-old child, and because he built a machine that generated energy. Once you start messing with their electricity, and money, like creating stuff that will annihilate their electricity or their oil, that's when they're going to start sending people to take you out.
Yeah, they basically stopped taking people out, but they gang stalk and gaslight you into insanity is what
I wish they would try to take me out, because I'll take them out first.
Well, you'll start.
Charles gangster with it, man. We got hold on. We got 26 people in here watching. I need everybody to hit that like button. Even if you're watching from the bushes, even if you don't like True Zone, still hit that like button. I need at least 20 more likes on this stream. I need every last person watching, because the number's been going up. Hit that like button, man.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Great work, you guys.
All right,
keep it up.
Thanks for coming up, bro.
Yeah.
So no power, the whole city is defect. Yeah, there is free energy. We get charged for energy, man. Because I seen that you showed that on your channel the other day, Charles. Yeah, free energy's everywhere. That dude took that one thing that I forgot what type of machinery that was, or what type of device that he had. He put the shit up in the sky, and the shit was reading like number of energy in the sky. But to me, everything is energy, though. Money is energy. The words we speak is energy. Everything we do is energy, man. Because we say it all the time, man. I ain't gonna get that no energy, man. What happens when you have, friction with somebody? You dislike that person, y'all arguing. What do we say all the time? What do people tend to say all the time? Man, I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get that shit. No more of my energy, man. I ain't going back. You see what I'm saying? So everything is energy here, man. It depends on what you're giving it to and what you're using it on. to the. Hold on, let me see what this. Simon Phoenix, what's good? He said the amount of people that have no idea what they are talking about on the internet is amazing. However, they have the internet, you can look up things, so suddenly they are experts. Yeah, man, that's what happens a lot, man. A lot of people call themselves experts and scholars and philosophers and intellectuals and teachers. I'm not none of the above, man. I'm just a nigga that picked up the phone. I just use discernment, man. I've been like this all my life. I've been like this since a youth. I just use common sense, man. If the fucking government tell me the sky is red, I'm gonna go outside like, man, y'all lying. I can't be bamboozled or hoodwinked by none of this bullshit, man. I'm not saying I haven't before, but most of the time I can see through the shit, man. I can see through the lies and shit like that. So open they eyes to the lies, cause history is told foul. But I'm as wise as the old owl, plus the gold child. Who said that? Damn, that shit, man. That was a hell of a bar. And they said, open their eyes to the lies because history is told foul, man. History is told foul, man. When you start looking back at so-called history, that shit is miserable. People be going back looking into the 1600s, the 1500s, the 1200s. That shit is miserable, man. I don't want to look back at that shit. It's just misery, man. Niggas coming off of boats. People was in the cotton field. People was warring with one another. Nothing but death, chaos, and madness, man. It's like, god damn. Motherfuckers being assassinated. Who want to look back at that shit? Think about the curriculum they gave us in school. All the motherfucking lies. Niggas being assassinated left and right. All your favorite heroes were shot down from balconies or in the street. Come on, man. The JFK assassination, even though I think that shit was all staged. Look at that shit, man. Motherfucker getting his head blew off in plain sight. That shit is misery. That's miserable, man. That's diabolical. And that's just being, propagated in all their literature and their curriculums and shit like that. What's up, Red Squid, man?
Red Squid.
Hey, Red Squid, hit that link, nigga. And like I said, whoever else in the chat, man, y'all more than welcome to come up.
Peace to Red Squid, man.
He was up here the other day. It was him and Sir Drop don't get along though. And every time them niggas on the panel together, man, end up going south. I don't know what the niggas got going on, but it's all good.
Yeah. It's been like that for a while, but that's not my business.
Yeah, that's on them niggas. But yeah, man, everybody, like I said,
to me, I would make everyone piece it up, but that ain't my business.
Right, for sure, bro. Everybody can't be cool, bro. I realize that, it's hard to be, cool, be kumbaya and have peace with everybody. Even though this is the internet, bro, I really don't have real problems with people on this shit, bro. I don't have real legitimate problems with anybody on this shit, bro. It's all just fun and games, bro. When I make a video about somebody, I'm just trolling, man. I'm just making fun of them. It's jokes, bro. But like, somebody, that's not this.
Yeah.
Calling, it ain't that serious. But if I call somebody a bitch ass nigga, you ain't shit. I don't mean it. It's like, man, I'm just in the heat of the moment. Take this shit serious. But everybody hit that like button. There's 25 people in here, man. Everyone that like button. Like I said, I don't care if you don't like Troop Zone. Hit that like button. Support the channel. So this is just the beginning. Chat Wu-Tang. What you mean by that, Red Squid, bro? You said the real history and memories of all people's ancestors and the genes. Learning to access them can be considered.
Wow. I never looked at it like that. History instead of history. History.
History, damn. Huh.
That's a good one. History.
Yahweh, what the hell are you talking about in the chat, man?
Female dogs in heat.
Yeah, he just throws out sporadic, spontaneous words, bro. That has like I don't know what the hell he be talking about most of the time. Stone buildings.
He has Tourette syndrome. He sporadically just throws shit out there.
Yeah, he does, bro. Sporadically out of nowhere. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? But he talks like that on his channel. I went to his channel one night, bro. He had one nigga in the chat watching. He was talking just like that. I said, yeah, he really talks like that. I said, I bet he gets on the. I bet he gets on the public transit and talks just like that. You ain't English, bro. Like this nigga's really crazy.
That's funny.
Somebody put it in the chat. Simon Phoenix. Does anybody know who Simon Phoenix is?
Who? No.
Simon. I've never seen him before. Salute to AKD. Thanks for the support. Like I said, everybody, please hit that like. But yeah, Charles, man, this shit like that's what I'm saying, bro. I was having dialogue with a bunch of people on my panel the other night, bro, and they seen a lot of people they can't get past the idol worship of these goddamn celebrities, man, and these puppets, these politicians, man. It just don't make sense to me because I thought, like I said earlier, man, niggas like I've been debunked that shit. People been debunking that shit for years.
I was like that though when I was in my teenage years, like with Wu-Tang and all that. I used to, like I've said, I used to think they were serious, like they was really about a revolution, and then you realize it's just not bullshit, but I don't know. It's just not. It's almost like just entertainment.
Yeah, that's what it's for, bro. It's just for entertainment, and they're used.
Sucks.
Yeah, they're used as a weapon, man, just to entertain, just to distract. Because think about it, every day there's something new in the headlines. You know, with these puppets, whether it's Trump or Diddy or any of them, bro, they're just used as a distraction mechanism. By the so-called powers that be. They know that, bro.
Man,
Psychological
Diddy's
warfare.
just being used, like you
He's a
said,
fall
man.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Diddy's being
to
used.
make it look like they're doing something about it, but they're not.
Nah, bro.
They're
They
just
all
making it look like they ain't doing
why
shit
would
about it.
why would they punish somebody if they indulge in the shit themselves? So they're gonna punish Diddy for doing all this grotesque, homosexual, diabolical, pederast shit. No, they do the same things. It's Diddy slave master, the one that owns his record label, Viacom, the ones that you don't see that owns these big ass record labels, man. They do the same shit. It's even worse. So why
Yeah.
would they reprimand one of their puppets if they do the same shit? That just don't make sense.
I'm starting to think like they put this stuff out there, right? Like, and then it desensitizes the mind and it becomes the norm because people see it every day becomes normal. People don't get as mad anymore. And sooner or later, I mean, look, they put drug dealers in prison longer than chomos. Chomos should be annihilated off the rip. That's the worst crime ever, is to do shit like that. They get a year, a slap on the wrist, and the government don't do nothing about it. So it makes me wonder, the government be involved in all that shit.
Yes, bro. They showed you. Look at Epstein. He was rubbing shoulders with all of these politicians. All of them, from Trump to Clinton, they all rub elbows together. They're all involved. Because if you look at the sigil, look at the symbol at the Epstein. It's that blue and white symbol on the Epstein building down there on that island down there. Whoever can remember that. And then go look at the Israeli flag. It's the same fucking symbol, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they showing you. They all involved in that shit. These are just fall guys.
Look at the police badges. They have the same symbol as with the 3 triangles. Look at police badges. They have that on the badge. Some police.
The Masonic Square and Compass, right?
That and there is this I don't want to say the word, but the PDF. There's a symbol they use. It's the triple triangle, and that's on police badges. I would pull it up. Let me find the picture. I'll send it to you. Hold up.
All right, you can share your screen if you're on your laptop. Hey, what's up, Red Squid, man? What's up, nigga?
What's good? What's good with y'all? Peace and salutes to y'all, man. What's up, Charles?
Peace, Squid. What's
Charles,
up, man?
I must have lost contact with you, man, because I need your link, dog. I ain't seen you, man. I ain't know what happened to you. I think you're not You don't got. I don't think I don't got my notifications on or something, dog. So I need to find
Charles,
you,
put your channel in the chat so Rex Quick can sub up to you, bro.
All
I
right.
should already be subbed to the bro, man. What's up with you, man? Everything good with you?
Yeah. How you doing?
Good.
I'm
I'm
about
good.
to make sure I have your cause I don't receive the notifications. I gotta check. They be turning them things off, man. Like a lot of channels, I'll have it and then it just stops.
You already. Yeah, man. What's been going on though?
No shit, nothing, bro. Up here chilling, man. I figured I'd hop up here and go live for a little bit, man.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm just touching down. We're about to roll up one. You know what I mean? My routine.
I feel that, bro. I feel
Oh,
that, man. What's up? What's up, Copper Draco, man? It's been hectic over there in the Aboriginal community, bro. It's been going down, man. I've been staying out the way though.
oh shit.
I'm waiting for a nigga to shoot. I'm waiting for a nigga to shoot another shot at me. I got some more content. I'm waiting for a nigga to say my name or listen, man. I'm waiting for a nigga to put my picture in the avatar on his video again. I got oh man, this shit I got. Oh man, all right. That's besides the point, nigga. If you listening, nigga, you know who you are, man. If you put my picture in another avatar on your fucking channel, bro, I got some shit for you, man. I ain't done yet, nigga.
So
I ain't done.
motherfuckers
You
retarded.
think just because I ain't said your name, I ain't done trolling, nigga.
Motherfuckers retardo.
Somebody put it in the chat. Robot soon. So when it comes to like the robots, I don't like I was saying, like they got Mexicans. They got fucking Mexicans that work all day better than robots. That's the new robot. Hector, he's gonna be the robot, not some motherfucking not a robot inside of Wendy's fixing your milkshake.
Yo, my notifications was off, man. Yeah.
Time to pay up, niggas. Oh, this is exposed from what's this? From smokes in those panels. Now, I ain't got no money, bro. I ain't got nothing for you, man. You gonna have to go get it off the roof, bro. Somebody put it in the chat. Fuck the world stage. He said, "Is electricity natural or unnatural?" Riddle me this.
What was the question?
He said, "Is electricity natural or unnatural?" Riddle me this.
Who said that? Who
Somebody in the
asked that
chat, bro.
question?
Nigga,
What's their name?
read the
What's their
screen,
URL?
nigga.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead and kick them off the damn panel, dog. For real, them motherfuckers retarded, son. Like, what kind of a dumbass question is that? The motherfuckers gonna be asking you what's the letter that come after L next.
Somebody,
Like,
hold on. That's a very simplistic question and answer. You say is electricity natural, bro. When it lightnings, you see electricity all in the sky. When it thunderstorms, you see lightning bolts all in the sky. That's electricity, bro. So yes, it's natural. That's nature. It coincides with nature. Oh my god! But
you
you know,
must
I
be
know you
retarded.
probably. I'm pretty sure you already knew that. You probably just wanted to, some. Here,
Slow bus. He a slow bus Avenger and shit.
hey, expose you like you keep saying pay up. No, I'm not paying you shit, bro. Listen, man.
Pay up for what?
Expose. He came from Smoke Signals panel, man. He just telling everybody they owe him money. Oh shit, nigga. I told you, get that shit off the roof, nigga.
Oh, he retarded too? God damn, son. Hey,
Keep
look,
trolling.
they'll say expose. What's that? What's that? A plant of some weed? Boy, the zombies
With my
coming
bad.
out. It's summertime, boy. The zombies
Hey,
coming out,
listen.
boy.
Don't nobody time Expose out in the chat. I need a troll in the chat. Don't nobody time him out. I was gonna time him out. Let him be. Yeah.
People out here retarded as fuck in the chat. You feel me? Zombie.
Damn. I can't find that police badge. They probably scrubbed it clean. I remember there was a police badge with the triple triangle. I'll never forget that. Because they be in on it. They be trafficking them like jeans from China.
Mm.
The children. Yeah, let me see if the notification's off.
Motherfucking chat, the chat Foot Clan and shit. The motherfuckers dedicated. They gonna forever stay in that chat, boy. You feel me? Like the wrong way. The motherfuckers is shielded by the chat room. Yeah. Damn.
They keep saying that's expose a certified troll, like just a fucking bot troll. Hey, but everybody, like I said, everybody hit that like button. Even you, Expose. Matter of fact, Expose, hit the like button. I'll send you a
Look
cash
at this
app. I
goofy.
got
Look
that
at this
bag for
goofy
you.
Sean P.
Matter of
Diddy.
fact,
This motherfucker taking jail pictures. Look at.
Sean Diddy was good. Sean Diddy, that's my nigga, man. You should change your name, but Sean Diddy, I fuck with you, bro. You my nigga, bro.
Like
Hey, look, hey,
Jeezy.
Expose. I got this for you, man. I got a hundo for you, man. Hold on.
Expose.
Who in the back? Hold on. Expose, man. I got this for you here, man. That's what you want. You want that? I got that hundo for you, Expose, man.
How many rocks is that, Expose?
You keep saying drop that bag. Hold on. I got 100 for you, man.
How many bags is that, Expose? How many injections is that?
Somebody put it in the chat. Just wanted to draw attention to electricity. It's 240 natural reverse engineering. Is that another question? I'm assuming you got
went to school to be an electrician and shit, and he's trying to flex on YouTube. Look, man, you got you an HVAC certification. All right, that's cool, brother. We got information out here, though.
Hey, what's up? What's good with you? What's good with you, Vision? What's up with you, man? What's good with you, bro? You can hit the panel if you want, man.
Hey,
anybody?
Squid,
hold on, Squid. If anybody want to hit the panel, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna keep the stream going because I'm gonna converse home real quick. Well, I gotta converse to my next job. I gotta commute. Not converse. I gotta commute to my next job real quick. So anybody want to come up? You're more than welcome. I'm gonna keep this shit going.
How do you make those AI generated pictures, Squid? Them shits is fire.
Shit. Prompting, just regular Bing, DALL-E. I use DALL-E. And so I tried to go to other people's shit, but I don't like it, man. I fuck with DALL-E. I'm staying with DALL-E.
Nah, them pictures be fire. I want to create something. I'm gonna check that out. DALL-E.
Yep, DALL-E. It's from the Microsoft. If you get a Microsoft browser, you'll get it for free. So just download the Microsoft browser.
Yeah, I got Microsoft on my phone.
Yeah, it's part of Copilot. Yeah. So I had just seen an ad that showed Timberland. They're talking about how he used Suno, right? And so not too long ago, a meatball that is claiming that Timberland like his beats was trying to say I wasn't originally writing my songs on Suno, and then I see Timberland doing a commercial for Suno. I thought that was pretty ironic. You know what I'm saying? On some Alanis Morissette type shit. It's like raining on a sunny day. Yo, goofball. Timberland like my beats. Yo, like Timberland like my beats. Timberland ain't shit, son. Fuck.
I forgot he even was. Damn, he ain't made a beat in a long time.
Nobody give a fuck about goofy ass Timberland.
We got Dean in the building. What's good, Dean?
Peace, Dean.
What's up?
Hey.
This motherfucker in the tent.
I wonder how many rappers have AI write their rhymes for them. Most of these rappers don't even write their own rhymes. They got ghostwriters, so they shouldn't even be considered a lyricist. They don't even write their own shit.
Yeah. See, the AI
what's good there, Tuesday?
What's good with you, Dean, man? Pleasure to have you up here. Good. It's all good seeing you over here, man. What's up with you, man? Hope you're enjoying your day, man.
Still in bed, mate. It's still dark here. But I just wanted to pose a question to people about electricity, because we all use it and we all take it for granted. But what I'd like to draw attention to is, in the natural ether, we have 12-volt electricity. You can get a panel, you can You can recharge a bloody 12-volt battery system, even a 24-volt battery system. But to me, I think we are being, our bodies are being tormented by and caused to sickness by 240 or anything that's reverse engineered, such as electricity to 240 volts.
All right. Stay away
You
from
might be
that.
on
That's
to
what I
something.
reckon. That's where I reckon our problems are, because if we look at the old world buildings, we got old world buildings with schematics in them, and some of these things are set up to heal. They're all healing centers. Why the
Yeah.
hell do we need to heal? If everything was natural, why are we needing to heal?
Hmm. I think oscillators. I think these people use oscillators, which will, if they're throwing off the frequency, they use oscillators to realign the body to the right frequency. But yeah, that's a good
I think you're
point,
right there. I
Dave.
think you are right there, Chuck. But I think the problem is we are overlooking what the real problem is. That's the fucking problem is electricity.
Maybe. Yeah, because it's not the same as like, Tesla had the they call it clean clean energy. I'll call it that instead of electricity. And then they made, this is all dirty electricity, right? You can't touch it
Yeah.
like the Tesla. You can touch that and it makes you feel different. Tesla said, like, if you look in Tesla's early readings, he said he used to sit in that electricity, and that's how it made him think better and all this stuff. And then later in his writings, he said that's what killed him. So which is it? Why did he change his mind all of a sudden or change his writings? I think they did
I
that.
think he's right. I think that if we're going to have to, if we want the technology, we have to have the electricity, but then we have to have the sickness as well.
Mm. Yeah,
No,
because
I mean you can't accept any sickness like this called clean energy, man. There's safety protocols you should take. Like Tesla, dumbass, was sitting there smoking meth amongst the electricity, dog. Now he was right there getting high as a bitch with the electrodes. So that's different. If you gonna supply the people house and shit, right?
But
Because
do you think though,
you
Red
can't
Squid,
promote that shit.
do you think it's possible that you're sitting in amongst a whole field of electricity when you got wires running through your house, wires running outside your house, above your house, below your house?
That's
Do you
true.
think that's not going to affect you, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
he
definitely
smoked
fact.
meth. I never knew that.
Nah, he must have created his own. If you take a look at what he looked like toward the end of his life, man, he had
Bad,
them
right? I've
sunken
seen it.
cheeks. Yeah,
Yeah. Like he had cancer. My mom looked like that right before she passed away. And she looked like a skeleton. Like the radiation just annihilated her, man. So yeah, he looked
yeah.
just like that. Like
I
he
think
was
he was
sitting
on
in
the meth.
radiation.
Yeah. He was getting them
Oh.
high doses of radons.
So that's what I say. That's why I say, is there a natural electricity or and an unnatural electricity?
Mm.
If you've got a
Because
12-volt panel and you're getting 12-volt electricity straight out of the air, well, you're not changing anything. You're not
Okay.
rearranging it.
Okay. So a B is off natural electricity.
Yeah.
A
right,
car
right,
battery is unnatural.
yeah.
I think as soon as we change the
Mm.
ratings, the voltage ratings, as soon as we engineer it, red squid, I think that's when we change it, right?
As soon as
Mm.
you create it, it's unnatural.
Mm. Right.
But if you was to
People say
move,
they're tapping in, but I don't think they're tapping in. I think they're more or less creating it. Because if they were tapping in, it would still be, I'll say clean or natural, or whatever we want to call it. But these generators and stuff are creating it more or less.
Well, some of this electricity, I mean, you go into those big bloody turbines, they got to clean the turbines all the time because they're giving off black muck. It's like a
Yeah.
carbon that's coming off. You know, I mean, is that natural? How are we poisoning ourselves with some unnatural carbon coming from
Mm.
some unnatural electricity, right?
well, look, man. Listen, man. I'm in the United States, man. They've been trying to kill everybody in this bitch through everything from snacks to refreshments
Yep.
to the water you shower with and wash dishes
Pesticides.
with. Yeah, right. To the towers, electricity towers built over neighborhoods and shit. Like, yo, listen, man. Like America has got great potential, man. But everybody in charge is an asshole, man. They fuck it up.
Yeah, we need to do something about that because no one else is gonna do it. It's wild how America is being like we're being poisoned from every fucking angle you could think of. Like Red Squid said, it's crazy.
So the resilience, right? Like they tried to poison us with COVID. They ran a simulation. Remember that computer model, Charles?
Yeah.
They ran that shit that had predicted millions upon millions of deaths, right? And then when they released the virus, it didn't cause that much. So whatever they forgot to factor in is like on our side.
I think the machine probably factored in that everybody was gonna get that Jabuski, and
Mm.
that's
I,
what
I
didn't
think you're
happen.
right. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened.
Well,
Most
they saying that shit killed more people than the actual COVID.
my question is, what were they doing in the hospitals? Remember, people were putting on oxygen, and all of a sudden they couldn't breathe, and it was annihilating them. What was going on with that? Like they were executing people up in there. That was wild.
Yeah, that was extermination by genetics. They killed people according to their genes, probably. Like they was some type of CRISPR virus that took out a certain demographic or like a certain, yeah, I mean, statistic. Because they could make products, and they studied doing this shit in the United States. They can make products that is associated to like attack your actual genome.
Mm.
Like they got shit that ruin people DNA. How the fuck you do that?
Oh,
Um,
it's all light and frequency as far as I can see.
and parasites.
Yeah, that
Look,
makes sense.
STDs are all parasites. That you can get rid of them, but part of them to keep people sick, allegedly, part of it is to keep the parasites alive. That's why they only treat you. They're only treating it. They're not killing the parasites, allegedly. I say allegedly because, But yeah, I think the parasites play a major part in keeping people sick.
I think you're right too, Chuck. Yeah.
Yeah, but they say that is ancient. According to ancients, it's as actual demon spirits that are acting as parasites that cause the illness, and they can affect the body. I believe in that because
I
you know
agree
what I
with
mean.
that.
People with strong or you know what I mean that go through stress, they soul, they mental get broken down, right? And so it's like if somebody just like sound waves or electrical current, if somebody's getting bombarded with some shit, that shit could affect them negatively. And there are people out there that's preying on others' demise. Like there's people out there that is preying on others' downfall, demise, and all that shit. And so that's negativity that the so-called archons feed off of to be powerful in somebody's life. And so if you go into a place and nobody knows who you are, and you like fuck you all, right, and walk out, the negative energy gonna be less on you. But if you go into a place, or if a person go in a place, they've been working there for 5 years, and go in there and say fuck all you and walk out, everybody is gonna be hitting threes on them, right? Like
Yeah.
with their
Hey.
thoughts and their
Yeah.
emotions and shit, right? Because they know him. So they're like, man, he was a fucking asshole anyways. You know, they know where you live at. Oh, he live in that greenhouse anyways. Or they know what type of car he got. Like, get in your little dumbass two-door, right?
Yeah.
Them joints hitting them in the ribs. That's why they want our information. They don't even
That's
give
right.
a
That's
fuck.
what I reckon. They want to know exactly what we're thinking all the bloody time, right?
They want to run the simulation. They want to run the simulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need our data to plot the simulation. It's like they
Yeah.
want you to be in the game without letting you know that you in a game.
There you go.
Yeah, that's why that's why I'm saying more and more we should worry about what Nintendo doing next. Because people we gonna think like, nah, it's just a console. No. Wait a minute.
I think you're bloody right there, actually, Reed Squid. Yeah. I've been thinking about that for a few years, about how these consoles and these video games and that have probably set the stage,
Hmm. Did you play Nintendo when it was out? You were old. You older than me. I was a kid when it came out.
Nah,
I was
bro, I never ever fucking, I never done none of that stuff, bro.
really you clean.
I'm clean, bro.
Yeah, that's what's good. Let me tell you something, Dean.
Yeah,
That Japanese box made us change the way we spoke. You know how people say you speak life and you can
fuck, I
speak
believe
a
you,
curse
bro. I
without.
believe you. I got a
Yeah,
blood goosebumps come all over me when you said that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Nintendo.
facts.
I never had a Nintendo. My mother never bought me none of them video games, or she was like, go outside, but I would go to my friends here and there to play it, you know. But
One
now
time,
everybody has them boxes in their house. Not only a TV, people got TVs in their freaking bathroom now. It's in every
mhm.
room, in their
Hey,
hand.
yeah, you could sign in and watch TV from your phone. Just sign in. Go to their website, sign in, download the app. You can watch what is on cable.
Hell, let's, hell, Red
Yeah.
Squid, there are people doing that with other people's IP address, right? They're watching other people's TV through their screen, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just handheld computers, man. That's all these are. I remember when I was younger, I used to tell my friend they need to invent something where you could have music, movies, all that in one. And look,
Hey,
they
hey,
invented it.
my bad, truck. Hey, shot. Somebody put it in the chat. Somebody put it in the chat. I'm here to talk about. Let me see. Chip scale atomic. Hey, you can hit hey, shot. You can hit the link in the chat. You can come up. I'll let you up if that's what you
You
want to
want
talk about.
to talk about chocolate chips?
God damn, Red Squid. I don't know. Nigga, Red Squid crazy. Hey,
Man, look, yo, listen. All right, big question: peanut butter, oatmeal, or chocolate chip?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. That's my man. Goddamn right, Dean.
Well, I would say prison style. Take the oatmeal and put peanut butter in it.
Ah, he got the
Ah,
modified version.
okay.
He got the modified. That's still peanut butter, technically. It's a peanut
Yeah.
butter oatmeal. Yeah, peanut butter winning, dog.
Yeah, I love peanut butter. Real
Man, you
peanut
know,
butter. Some of this peanut butter is fake.
this is totally off topic. But I'm gonna say one thing. I do love peanut butter, by the way. But I'm gonna say one thing. I remember when I first started doing these goddamn streams. Listen, man. I remember when I first started doing these streams, man. It was just me and Truther. Shout out to Truther. That was my co-host. It was just me and her. It'd be like 2 people in the chat, man. We'd be having like 10-hour long, 8-hour long bills, man. It's to the point now I can't even keep up with the fucking chat. I don't even like looking at it no more because I can't keep up with it. But I remember them days. It'd be like 2 or 3 niggas in the chat. Me and Truther are been building, man. But you know, shout out to everybody that supports this channel, man. Much love and respect. Sure.
You can slow the chat
share it out
down,
now, man.
but I don't know how to slow it down. But I heard you can slow the chat down.
Yeah. You got to go to customization in the edit area.
Yeah, Truth. If you listening, you gotta hit the panel again. I missed them old bills we had when I first started doing streams on this channel here. You the original. You was with me in the beginning. The co-host, my first co-host. Shout out to Truther, man.
Shit.
She always came with it.
How long you been doing this, Squid, man? It's been what, 9 years already?
You know what? I don't think I'm at 9. I think I'm
Close.
at 8.
That's where I'm at. So you got to be longer than that because you've been doing it longer than me.
Well, listen. You know what? It's so vivid. I could tell you exactly when I started to interact with people in the community. So for maybe
Hey, shot. Do me. If you in the back, hey, shot. Cut your camera on before I let you up. I gotta vet everybody that comes up here. Cut your camera on for me one time. That way I don't know. You know, that way I know that you're not porn bombing or some no nefarious activities. So you cut your camera on for me one time, man. Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
Shot. Cut your camera on, man. That's one of the stipulations that I got. That's like one of the rules I have before you come up. Because I've been porn bombed too motherfucking much. So you gotta cut your camera on, man.
Yeah, I got that a few times. All you got to do is put a picture up and then let someone up, and yeah, you could
like
cover
solo
it
layout.
screen.
Yeah, you gotta see your body moving. But you know what? Nah, because one time, dude showed me his face and everything, and still did it. Yo was like in Nova Scotia and shit. It was nobody.
You at a workstation, but cut your camera on then.
Yeah, he can't do it, man. Fuck you, tell
him
him
I'll be right back.
back.
Stay in the back. I'll be right back. Stay in the back, shot. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Stay your dumb ass in the back. You ain't got no camera and shit. Yo, listen, man. Shadow, man, shit. Like this motherfucker, I was sitting there looking at him, and he ain't flip his camera around and like show whatever he was showing, so I could just hear what he was trying to play. But guess what he looked like? He looked like a well-to-do, rich-ass, loser-ass, middle-aged man in a nice-ass, probably $1 million home. And he just goofy looking.
Thinks the world loves him. Thinks the world loves him and wants to treat him with all gold and glory.
Man, he looked goofy as hell.
My nigga Brownsburg in the building, man. Hey Brownsburg, what's happening, man? Hey, hit the link, Brownsburg. Come on up here and fuck with me, man.
What's Brownsburg in the building? Nobody even talking about layouts. Like, you gonna
stay in the back. I ain't letting you up, shot, man. You gonna stay in the back. You ain't coming up here. I know you a troll. Yeah, you got 1 sub on your channel. You can't come up here.
Damn.
Yeah, what I did. Go to this shit.
That's the troll account.
That's the troll. You're not coming up here, man. You gonna stay right there in the back. Shout out Brownsburg, man. Everybody go support the Brownsburg channel, man.
They got me good one time.
Shout out to this morning's live. I didn't quite get there early enough for you this morning.
Hey, wasn't shot the name of somebody off Dragon Ball Z? What was the name of the guy that they almost couldn't beat? Jaren. That the dude that almost beat Jaren. What's his name? Shot? He was like an assassin and shit. Never mind. Fuck it. Go ahead. Y'all got it.
Where were you going to go with that, Red Squid?
Nah, I was trying to see because that's the dude name that might be a troll and shit.
Oh, okay. soon as you said Jaron, I thought it was that fella that doing that bloody globe Earth. He's proven the 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Yeah, I seen that. So I think that's good. That's proof, right?
Hell no, fake ass.
It's
How
not
do you
proof.
look to the sky to determine if the ground's level or not?
Yeah, Brownsburg. I'm in traffic right now, man. Just hit my email and then we can do something, bro, with the layout, man.
Oh, nah, his name was Hit, not Shot. It was Hit. But yeah. So y'all don't believe that was proof because y'all don't believe.
Hell no.
Oh
Nope.
shit! So y'all think that it was like CGI, like he had a little AI help?
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I reckon that was. I reckon that footage was taken in the northern hemisphere.
Maybe.
Ooh, interesting.
Because they
So
don't
here,
show. They don't show like they didn't use no compass, and even then, like, and they allegedly are speaking for all so-called flat earthers, right? Like, I don't know, like, and then the guy was saying that people were saying, oh, if you go to Antarctica, they'll turn you around, and they didn't turn us around. The guy said that, and I'm thinking, because you got a passport, dummy. Like, the fuck. They try everything to discredit and support the globe. Like, what's his name? What was the guy that went from a flat earther to, he was on Bro's channel. Forgot his name. But anyway, it's almost like you could tell he was a glober the whole time, because when he finally got to speak out, he was down in flat earthers. Like, he's been waiting that whole time to just let the truth come out.
Yeah.
well, I don't think it proved flat globe Earth. I just think that it proved that he went over Bro Sanchez so hard that Bro Sanchez his whole shit was like in question. Like he would have to debate it, even if it was fake. He would have that. I don't know if he came out with a response to that, but I already right after he did it.
Jaronism? That's his name. Jaronism, right?
Yeah. He'll meet. Listen, I don't care what he believe in. Real talk. I think that what Dean just says might be cool too. The fact he could have went to the North Pole and did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
even when they would show us in school pictures of the North Pole, and they would have a guy standing with a thing in the snow, I'm like, that could be anywhere, right? People believe it. Look, that's the North Pole. That could be
Right.
anywhere. It could be in someone's backyard in Maine.
Right. That's the thing about that map, because I could say the North is really South America, right? And that would coincide with how they spoke on the river of the Nile, which is, you know what I mean? So if I say that, then what is Antarctica or the ice wall and shit like that? What is over by Canada? That would be the South. And so yeah, I mean, and the North Pole really the South Pole, but there's only one pole because it's not a globe. You know what I'm saying? Like I got some Aborigine shit that I think is the new Earth model.
Yeah, you find some great pictures, Squid, man. I don't even know where you go. I used to go to Penetrate, whatever. Then you told me, I understand why you didn't like it. Pinterest or whatever. I get it.
Yeah.
Most of it's AI generated doo-doo.
Is it? I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
figured it out later. I'm like, no wonder Squid don't like this. But look at Africa, right? I was thinking about this, Squid. Look at South Africa. It's all desert, right? They don't snow there for nothing. But yet they show you on the globe that South Africa is all the way down there, Antarctica. But it never snows, right? I think Africa is, the entire country is along the equator because it's all hot, Africa. The entire country is blistering hot. So how is South Africa near Antarctica? It don't make sense, these maps.
Interesting. Good point. Yeah. The whole, and Africa, I think, I want to say that Africa is bigger than what they say it is. You know what I mean? Because they literally, like like the colonizers ain't have no issues with in none of these land masses except for really Africa and China. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they, you can't you see them in cahoots with the Chinese, but when it comes to Africa, it's like, all right, they've been at Africa for hundreds of years at least. They still ain't got that country or that land on lock because technically they just got kicked out of South Africa in a sense
Yeah.
of them running shit, right? So it's like this is like the first time South Africa was having its own government, right, with black South Africans running it since colonialism.
Yeah, they didn't want that. I remember I heard one of the African leaders say, there's no such thing as South Africa. You guys came here and said South Africa. Africa's one country. He was pissed. And I don't blame him. They had a contractor. They're only supposed to be there for a little while in South Africa. They overstayed their welcome.
Well, I think that was the purpose of putting in borders, is to fucking so that we'd have these fucking problems, you know?
I just wanted to say about Africa too. I looked at old maps and people say that Germans were racist. But when I look at old pictures of the German military, they were all in Africa shaking hands with the African military back in the 1930s. There was pieces of Africa that said German something. Like there was German countries in Africa and they coincided with Africa and was cool with them. Even they have German soldiers with swastikas, whatever you want to call it, 'cause that's a universal symbol. So it makes me wonder, like, why they paint a picture of these German people are so racist. I think these people that write history like to do that. They like to, the bad guys, they make them look good, right? These alleged bad guys, they make them look good, and the so-called good people, they make them look evil.
Well, I agree with you.
We got Hurricane
Relationship,
JW in the building. So what's up, Hurricane JW, man? Hit that link, bro. Come on up here. If somebody put it in the chat,
Yeah.
I won't cut you off, Risk. But somebody put it in the chat. I feel the Earth is just older than we can ever imagine. Yeah, I agree with that. It is. The Earth. I feel like these so-called philosophers and these scholars, they can't even put a timestamp. They can't even put like a timestamp on how long it's been here. They can't. That's impossible. Like you can't even say
And
a
I'm
eon.
not,
Like
and I'm not
that's why I was
saying
saying earlier.
Hitler is a good
My bad,
dude.
bro.
I'm not. Just gonna end it with that.
I was gonna say one more thing. You talking about Hitler?
No, I just said I'm not saying shit.
All that
He's
was
a good
propaganda.
dude
The
either.
reason why, the American United States government,
Yeah, Hitler
portrayed
was a
them as the
traitor to
enemy.
take down German people. He was a plant, Hitler.
It was for propaganda. It was for propaganda, man.
He's a traitor to the German people. He sold them out.
yeah. Yo, the Africans and Hitler had a plan. The Nazi Reich had a plan with Africa, and I think that they went ahead with that plan. It's just that it's secret to us because I don't know about y'all, but if you watch some of these people that's making content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter and shit, you will see that there's a population of light-skinned people out there in Africa, dog. I don't know what they like in the compounds, like rich ass areas. Like, yo, if you could spend like $20 million, $25 million to get a compound. It's basically your own neighborhood with a fence around that bitch, everything. The
Wow.
people that live in there got access to the internet, but they really off the grid. And there's populations of these people out there in Africa because Africa is so big that this map. I think that's what you was talking about, Charles. It's a map that show certain countries in Africa claimed by the Fourth Reich or the German Nazi Reich, but you don't hear no stories about it.
That's
right?
exactly it. My bad.
Yeah, I got that. And you know what? You don't hear no stories about it. But there is pictures of black Nazis, people that was working with the Nazis, straight African with the symbol on them and everything, and people of Muslims from the Middle East or from Eurasia and shit. Like all the minorities really was working with the Nazis. It's just that you don't hear none about it because the Nazis did take over.
Yeah, I think Hitler turned his back on the German people and sold them out that technology because Hitler wasn't even German, man. He was from Austria, and he was half JEW and half Austrian. And it was all about the technology. That's what I think, because the whole entire world had to come together to so-called defeat them. And I don't even think they lost. I think somewhere along the line, Hitler and his peeps got away. I don't know where they went. Maybe to some outside lands. You know, that concept's interesting. Who knows what happened, but they sure as hell did not lose that war. And it's funny how entire Germany was leveled. All the old technology, all the old buildings, most of them were just leveled to rubble. Just like they did in the Civil War over here. They leveled all the old architecture. All around the world, you see either bombings or fires, or they're hiding all this old world. So something's fishy about these wars too, man. They're leveling everything.
They did. It's like reconstruction periods that go on after time. It's like they break it and they, you know what I mean, they put it back together, but they didn't lose, right? And I think they just took over, but it was so silent. Because listen, there's millions of German descendant people that live in Brazil.
Yeah.
Somebody
Right?
put it in the chat. Somebody put it in the chat. Black Nazis sound interesting. These sources, though.
Yeah, go just look it up. Black Nazis on Google. Look up
in Africa.
Yeah, look up African Nazis, Black Nazis. I know it's out there because I got it.
I got tons of pictures in my laptop. I put them bad boys away because they be scrubbing shit. When I found them, I was shocked. I said, I knew it. I wasn't bugging. Because they try to paint pictures like German people are racist garbage. That ain't true, man.
So the Nazis did take over, man. Like, think about it. If people believe in the Admiral Byrd story, right?
Yeah.
They would be saying that it's true that the Nazis not only went somewhere else, but they had help.
I wish I was on my laptop. Y'all, you all are correct. There is
you know,
Black
it's
Nazis.
good.
All you gotta do is do a simple, right? Hey, Diddy, man, just do a simple Google search, and you will see what you're looking for, man. Black Nazis was a thing, man. I remember coming across a publication a long time ago when I was doing some research, and I seen some Black Nazis. So it does have some validity to it. So it is correct.
Kanye might come up too.
I actually, guys, I actually feel that that genocide, just about every race that's ever fucking risen to power, right? Except their own. You know, like I mean, some of our native peoples, I would say, were being genocided to the point where even they have lost their own history. And a lot of mythology is put into place because if you can't really remember your history, then the next best thing is to have some mythology that has some half truth in it. And I feel like there's a lot of that has happened. Like for instance, here in New Zealand, we have a people called the Moriori. Now, the Moriori were people that used to decorate pounamu. Pounamu is actually green jade, and it's really, really hard. You know, it takes a lot to nap and polish up pounamu. But the Moriori were the people that that fashioned ornaments out of jade, and there's not really much history of some of these works of jade that would have taken hundreds of years even to fashion into what they call the patu. The patu is actually a handheld weapon, and with greenstone, I mean, edge on that, you'd take a head off with that. No worries with a patu. Um, but the Moriori were, like they had all these beautiful skills. They had ornaments. They made nets. They had flutes and all these different things. And when the Maori came to New Zealand, well, apparently to the history, they say that when they came here, that they were doing all that stuff. But I actually feel that the Moriori were robbed, genocided, and a mixture of the raped women, the children that came from that became the Maori.
Mm.
They were. That's how I feel it happened. And
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting, man. That makes sense. Yeah, I never heard that perspective, but yeah, I thought that you was really saying the Maori when you was saying Moriori, but you're saying that they was there first. What would be their relationship to what you think about what who the Tasmanians are?
the same sort of thing has happened for the Tasmanians, right? When the Western world arrived in Tasmania, they just about absolutely annihilated all Tasmania. There's very few original tribal people there.
Mm.
When I was staying there, I got to know a few families, and they gave me a bit of a rundown. But they said most of them were red-headed people, just the same as the Moriori were red-headed people here in New Zealand, right?
Really?
And so, like, uh, I think even some Easter Islander people, the Easter Islands,
Mm.
they were red-headed. That's why they had those big red round things on the top of the statues to indicate red hair, right?
Mm. That's wild. So you got the blonde. Did they look like the blonde-headed people we see today? That's over there from over there, just with
Yeah,
red hair. Because
yeah.
there's ancient Greek, or not even Greek. Well, who came before the Etruscans got depictions of dark people with red hair on pottery multiple times.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because I feel like I mean, you got a lot of red-headed Aboriginal people in Australia, for example, right?
Well, shit, I do see red hair. You're right, but that's such an old theory. When I was depicting or thinking about red haired peoples and blue haired peoples and green haired and all these colors, it's an old ass theory I had because back when I was looking at the
I
Egyptians
can
and the
remember you
Hindus,
talking about it
they
about
got
fucking 4 or 5 years ago,
they got
right?
people of different colors. I'm sure it came
Yeah,
up, but look. So you saying the Aboriginals with red hair, and then you got the Aboriginals with blonde hair.
yeah.
There's pictures of people with blue hair, but they white
Yeah,
and in China.
I've seen the Aboriginals of Australia with blonde hair but dark complected skin. They look just like us.
Yep,
The
so a lot
Negritos,
of these
right?
people too had freckles. They had
Aren't they
freckles on
called the
their
Negritos?
skin.
No, I'm saying the Aboriginals of Australia, or is that Malaysia, or the Philippines? They're called the Negritos, right?
Well, they science claims that they came from Taiwan into what we call South Australia and all that, right?
Right.
Okay, I remember you talking about this several years ago, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, because I was reading a publication one time. They try to say that publication was saying that those Aboriginals that live in Australia come from Africa. I was like, man, no, that's preposterous. That's bullshit. I said that's preposterous, man. No, that's garbage. I said they try to do the same thing to every dark complected people across this, all around this world. Oh, all y'all come from no. I said that's bullshit. They been there. Those people been there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's a good angle, True Stone. That's a great angle because they are trying to imply that.
Yeah, they're insinuating every dark complected person, has some type of lineage or ties to Africa. That's frivolous to say that. That every dark complected person, has some type of ties to Africa. No, that's garbage. That's hogwash. That just makes no sense. And plus, the publication went on to say that those are Negritos or Sunland people. They've been there 40,000 plus years. So, on one hand, they're saying that they have African lineage, but then the publication went on to say, no, these people have been here 40,000 years. No, that means they've been there on that land. They have no ties to Africa. They've been on that land since day one.
They trying to say that these people that people find out about had traveled or come from descendants of people who came out of Africa, right? But
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
they're not acknowledging people being on the land before any continental drift started. They trying to say that humans wasn't even around when the continental drift started to happen, and
Right.
therefore it go in the way that they want it to go, but they don't acknowledge lands that sunk or rose out the water. Oh, you know what else, True Song? I asked AI to give up rigorous data on what the land that first came out the water was, and it told me that it wasn't no way to tell for definitely any land, like no land on the surface was there in the beginning, is basically what it was trying to say. But it said the Canadian Shield was, and someplace somewhere else had the oldest stones.
Gotcha.
Right. But they said that I don't know, man. I think that I just wanted to throw that out there because I asked that a lot of people be saying that shit, that America was the first to come out the water. And
so they saying the land. So they saying. They're saying the land. I was gonna say one thing. A Country Ray. Hey, my bad, y'all. Country Ray. The realist McCoy want to talk to you, man. He wants to have dialogue with you about some of the stuff that you was talking about on the last panel, bro. So realist McCoy, man, if you listening, I got Country Ray over here, man. You said you wanted to talk to the guy, man. So I got him over here in the chat, bro. So pull up, because he want to holler at you about some stuff. Go ahead. I think that's what the realist McCoy was saying. I think he did say Country Ray. Hey, Charles, didn't the realist McCoy say Country Ray, right? You wanted to talk to?
I'm gonna look at the chat.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah, somebody want to talk to you, bro. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know if he's listening. He's not up here, but I don't know if he's listening. But yeah, if you listening to Realist McCoy, he up here, man. He in the chat, bro.
Yeah, it won't let me go back no further.
So look, that shit not disproven or proven. That's all I was trying to say. Y'all got it.
Yeah, that's right.
And that, like, all the lands beyond the ice wall, like I say all the time, I don't think there's no ice wall out there necessarily. I just think that's propaganda, used to keep people at bay. Yeah, it's just government propaganda. Oh, it's been up ice out there. It's cold. It's diabolical out there. It's deplorable. You don't want to go out there. No, man. I feel like it's a utopia out there, man. Then it does give validity, because I look at it like this. If I go outside, I see an ant pile in front of my house. That's an ant colony. That's a civilization, right? I can go to fucking Jackson, Mississippi. There's another ant pile down there on another geographical landmass. Different ants, same ants, like red ants in Mississippi and black ants up here where I'm at. So it's the same. You can say the same thing on a macro level. So outside of the ice wall, it might be different colored people than us, different civilizations, but the same thing going on. That's how I look at it.
I hear that.
If that makes sense. If that makes sense. I'm not trying to make it sound too far-fetched.
Yeah, it's possible for sure. Yeah. I mean, there's art that show people of different colors. Just like you say, like, as a matter of fact, if you look up some Asiatic mandalas, you'll find a white man in the middle, maybe a blue man in the south, a red man in the east, a yellow man in the west, and a green man in the north. Like that, they all sitting like Buddha. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's facts. And
Right. I ain't trying to make it
there's a
sound too.
story of green. There's a story of green people that showed up in Ireland or somewhere. They were like teleported there or something. It was
Right. I
two
ain't trying to make
green
it. I ain't
children.
trying. Right. I ain't trying to make it sound too because I know I got a lot of niggas watching from the bushes. I ain't trying to make it
It
sound
don't
too
matter what the
pseudo.
fuck they talking about. Hey, listen, there's a man that is blue. He was on Oprah and all that shit. The meatball looked like a straight blue man.
Man, I seen an African bro last week. This nigga was so goddamn black. He looked purple. The nigga looked invisible, man. I was like, God damn.
Facts.
I
Well,
said,
I don't
he
know
a
about
whole
invisible.
nother shade.
Yeah, you could get that dark. And then you know what? It's like you'll find them extra dark images or people like in every landmass you can think of. Like there's some type of evidence. Yeah.
Even with me, I wasn't called brown. I was called red. My daddy called me red back in the day because my skin complexion. Even in Mississippi, my grandfather, my grandmother, they all call me, hey, what's up, red boy? They call me red. I wasn't shit. I was like, how the fuck am I red? But like my skin complexion. Even when my mom told me that last week. That's what they called me as a kid. What's up, my boy?
Get some yellow and green people together to see who can play basketball better.
This nigga crazy. What's
It'd be
up,
the
my
yellows
boy,
against
man?
the blues.
Yes, I'm saying I ain't trying to make it sound too pseudo up here, man. Cause like I said, man, I feel like I just don't feel like there's an ice wall out there, man. I know I can speculate, but I do feel like there's more, land masses out there. I feel like this place is infinite. I feel like there's no ending to this place. We just inside of a small little jurisdiction.
So you think they just making new suns when they need one, like solar colonialism?
You can say that.
Well, I
You
got a
can say
bit
that
of a
because
theory. I
nobody
got a
can
bit
go
of a
outside.
theory,
Listen,
truth
nobody can
zone.
go. Go ahead.
I got a bit of a theory, truth zone. Like if you had a plate, right? We just put a plate on the table, and then you get a torchlight and you shine the torchlight only on one corner of the plate. The rest of the plate is not going to get the light, the heat from the sun, so it's going to stay frozen. Only where the torchlight is the landmass going to be warmed enough to have green trees and plants and stuff. But
Right. I get what you're saying because you going off that the flat Earth module where they're showing you the sun and the moon going around the flat surface. So only
that
a
sort of
small.
thing, that sort of
Okay,
thing, yeah, that's
I see
right.
what you're
Yeah.
saying.
And so if the torchlight, and this is what I'm saying, if our sun was to move not on a direct North Pole thing, but on a magnetic pole where it moves and it shifts at its own rate wherever it just moves across the landscape and it takes the sunlight with it, right? So that we've got places that were frozen, that were what we call may have been an ice age, and now they're thawed out. It could be that our sun is being magnetically taken across our this greater landscape, and that only where the sun is shining is where it actually thaws out.
So
You
Right.
how many
understand what I'm
surface?
Somebody,
saying?
How
that's
many
what I'm saying.
surface we
Everybody got
talking about?
different hypotheses on what they think,
That's
a different
wild.
perspective for what they think the Earth is. Somebody said, Hurricane said he thinks the Earth is a spaceship. I don't know what this place is, man. I don't know if it's flat. I don't know if it's round, but I do like the whole flat Earth, globe Earth shit is like I said the other day, it's a religion, man.
Well,
So
I'm
it's
trying
like,
to
are you
say,
gonna follow people that dropped the album about it, like before you start rapping yourself? Is pretty much what the question is. Like, it's like people deciding what's the best for now type shit. You know what I
I
mean?
kind of
Like,
feel like
yeah,
the only reason we got snow is because the sun ain't shining, right?
I don't know, man. I think the sun is just emanating energy, dog, and it's sentient.
Yeah,
It's
bloody
sentient
winter time, it gets
AI.
awful cold down here. I mean, it's cold at the moment, and
Is
we're
it?
getting a bit of snow. But they're saying the sun is actually in the northern hemisphere more than it's in the southern hemisphere. Is that true?
Hey, yo, look, Dean. There was a picture you might be able to find. It's called a time lapse photo of the sunrise. It
Yeah,
was left. It was left for like 20 years or something. It was left for an extreme amount of time, and
yeah,
so you see the path the sun take in the sky over like 20 years, yo. And it's
yeah.
definitely not a straight up circular path. It's crazy to see. I'll need to find it. I brought it up
That's
a long time.
interesting because I kind of feel
Yeah,
like,
what
like
if the
our
sun? Go ahead. You got it. I was gonna say, what if the sun wasn't? What if the sun and moon wasn't on a circular path? What if it was like, I don't know, man.
Well, the
I ain't sure
sun
science,
definitely
random.
not. Hey,
What
look,
if it was
the
random?
sun pull up and then fall back and pull up and fall back type shit. That's what it was doing.
Yeah, it almost shows that an lemma is in process, right?
Yeah, it's like if it was spinning like through a vortex, and as it got higher up, it got the circulations was smaller, so it got to the point, and then it come back down, and now the longer it spins, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
that type of situation with the sun. I'm sure people might have thought of that already.
So that's what I think. Like at one point, maybe that sun got up a lot higher, and its light and its heat got further out, and maybe
Right.
that heat got out to Antarctica, and then there were trees growing out there. But now
Mhm.
that analemma doesn't get as high, right?
Right.
And
Right. So it's
so,
a cycle. So
therefore, we don't have the trees; we have the snow, right?
right, until it get warm again, then it start the process again.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I just look at it like this. Why would they tell us the truth anyway? Why would they? I'm not gonna take their word for it. They're saying, "Hey, yeah, it's a ice wall out there. It's cold out there." Why would I? So anything we already know, we know everything they do is backwards. This is a back inverted world. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the complete opposite of what they tell me. Just like they say, "Hey, man, the Jabberwocky, the juice is beneficial for humanity. In all actuality, it's a detriment." So I'm
And
saying, "Hey, it's an ice wall out there." I'm gonna say, "No, it's a utopia out there." They lying. They full of shit.
all right, so you being sarcastic is what you're saying.
I'm being
I
sarcastic
look at it
because
like this.
I can't go with what they tell me, bro, because it's
I
propaganda.
just, um,
Who does it benefit to tell everybody there's an ice wall out there? It benefits them because it keeps people at bay. No, I ain't trying to go out there. It's too
Yeah,
cold out
fully.
there. I ain't gonna make it. See what
Nobody
I'm
got
trying to
no
say?
options. Nobody got no options. It's about knowledge. Because if you got the true knowledge, then you can pass it down, and
but look
that's
at
the
this.
real thing.
Listen. Where I live at, right? I live in the Midwest. If I told everybody it's an ice wall out here where I live at, and nobody's never been here, only thing I've shown you is video footage and propaganda and documentaries. And you ain't never been here, but I told you it was ice wall out here, and you just seen what I showed you on video. You see what I'm trying to say, man?
It's just
Well,
I got
another
you.
person.
I
look,
got
I
you,
don't
Chris.
listen. Like it's like the ice wall. It's like think about where the people at. Like an ice wall is an ice wall. You know, when I hear ice wall, I'm thinking about people. When somebody bring that shit up, you talking about who's over there now, right? So I couldn't care less about the crater or the entrance to the cave. It's really if I was to see like the North Pole or whatever got a like an entrance to Hollow Earth, it's like who the fuck is down there? That's all I'm thinking about. And you know what I
But
mean?
look at it this way. I don't need no textbook. I don't need them to tell me anything. When I go outside, I could climb up to the top of a mountain, and with my perspective, I could do a 360 spin and tell the horizon is always level. And they call it horizon because no matter how high you rise, it's horizontal. We could send cameras up with balloons. We don't need to listen to anything they tell us. We could do our own experiment. When water isn't manipulated, it's level and flat, right? Even, well, we could say ice too when you freeze it. But for the most part, when it's not ice, if you don't manipulate the water, water will always look to level out. These are experiments we could do without any indoctrination or any. We don't need to be taught anything. We could do all this on our own and gather our own information.
Well, I mean, you're speaking my language there a little bit, Chuck, because, like the average dam or reservoir that they make for collecting water for the municipal water supply for most towns or cities. But, these things are surveyed by surveyors. And these surveyors are going out. They actually have to take a direct line of sight from where the dam wall is going to be built out to the rest of the valley to find out if they've got enough capacity to hold the water, right? But that surveyor, he's not going to take a curved line. He's going to take a level line from the top of the dam wall, or where the dam wall is going to be placed at the top, out to as far as it can go right round that entire valley, and to find out where the water capacity is going to be. There is a lake in apparently South Africa, or just say Africa. There's a lake in Africa called Lake Tanzania. Lake Tanzania is at places 300 miles long. 300 miles long of flat water. Have we got a big ball with flat spots all over it? Or is water defining really what's going on here? Like Chuck just said, water defines the level, the horizontal plane. And you can get a topographical map. I don't know if any of you guys have ever read a topographical map, but these are maps that they use for search and rescue operations. If you want to drop somebody on an island, and then you can get them to go right through to the other side of the island, he could go across he could traverse the whole mountain range with a topographical map. It'll tell him what elevation he is above sea level. That elevation runs on a contour line. If you stand on one point on a contour line and walk around a mountain, if you stay at the same elevation, you will end up where you started out. That shows the horizontal plane. It doesn't matter whether you're bloody 30,000 feet above sea level or 30,000 feet below sea level. You're still going to be on one horizontal plane. So to me, water defines the level of this place. Anybody can read a topographical map. You could pull one up, Truson, and put it up on your bloody screen. And you could show that the horizontal plane of a contour line is exactly the same from start to finish. Whatever the circle, it doesn't matter the shape of the circle. You could go in and out, 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 and keep going round, and you will end up on exactly the same spot.
Yeah, I'm not on my laptop right now. I'll pull it up. If anybody want to share their screen, you're more than welcome to share your screen.
I don't know how to. Otherwise, I bloody would.
Yeah. I'll share the screen. I'll pull up that picture, that Australian
Yeah, go ahead.
Aboriginal picture. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. find it first. All right. This is hot off the press. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, real, dog. Ain't nobody say this shit. And you know what? I seen a cave painting that showed it too, but I ignored it. I might still have it. I don't know, but it's something that it's like, there's no real reason for me to have had it, is what I thought then. But now I'll be like looking for this cave painting, man. The shit wild. The shit really is that. And so look, basically the cave painting I seen, it was a simple thing. And so look, when you see this symbol, man, this shit is the new surface cosmos. This the new
How
cosmos.
you gonna do it, bro? You gonna put the link? You gonna come in as like a guest and share it like that?
What you mean? I'm sharing my screen now.
No, it's not up here.
Nah, it's not
Yeah.
up, bro.
You
I'm
gotta put.
sharing my screen. No.
You gotta come in as a guest and share it.
What you mean?
It's
Bro,
just three things.
you gotta share your
Huh?
screen. Then I'll let the screen up that you're sharing.
And that's what I'm doing. It's literally in the back. Scroll down in the lobby where you see people that hit the link. You see my screen there.
All right, there you go. Cool. I
And
ain't
so
see
now,
that.
yeah.
It was good, Queen. Quentin Emerson, bro, was good with you, man. Shout out to HOTC, man.
Look. This is Red Squid X Files. This is Red Squid X Files. Like, look, man.
Yeah, Rich Squid X. I remember
Yeah,
your
Red
father.
Squid X. Yeah, the Red Squid X Files. Look, man.
Ooh, I remember that.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man. I need to do a shout out to the creator. All praise to the creator. And salute to all the worthy, man. Real shit. Y'all go
Shout
like
out.
and subscribe. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop my link to the channel real quick. That's how real this shit is, man. Real. Yeah. Let them stats, let them numbers talk. You know what I mean? Y'all give me a second. My computer's slow.
Oh, good, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, yo, this is probably the oldest interpretation of the cosmos of the I don't know if it's the Earth, it's an Earth map. It's an Earth map, so. So I have to drop this shit like the next show. As a matter of fact. I don't know why they don't give me the option to share this shit on my channel too. Yeah. I don't know. You used to have
You
like an
got to go
option.
to settings. I think you got to go to settings, or both of you got to go to settings. I know what you mean. And in the settings, it asks you. I forgot what I asked you, but I know what you're talking about because I seen it in the settings.
All right,
Haven't
about
seen
to,
that sign in a long, long time. Red Squid X Files. Awesome.
Yeah, I remember, Squid, when you erased everything off your channel to get it monetized. I was thinking about doing it myself, but
yeah, you remember that? Yeah, that was a strategy. You
and
know what
that
I'm
shit
saying?
takes I know it sucks all the work you put in, but it's kind of like starting fresh. It's like a rebirth.
I didn't Yeah, I didn't get struck.
No, I know, but in order
Right.
to get monetized, they want you to. You can't have this, and you can't. They want you to go through all your videos, and I know you're
Listen, man,
probably just like,
I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm
no.
saying? I didn't do none of that at all. It's straight up. You just to be mindful of what the law is or policy or any of your limitations, and just operate and work through that. It's really simple, man. It's just some rules, and I got flagged maybe twice, maybe three times over the course of the career. Probably three, something like that. But no, you know what I mean? It's all because of policies that I broke or something that a person did in the community did one of them. I got struck by something that was said in another one, and it was some copyright shit for another. So yeah, all right. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Straight suppression, rebellion. Oh, y'all see all that whole time? All right. So there it is. I'm gonna show y'all where it come from in a second. I'm gonna show you the close up first, though. As soon as it's
These are the new crop circles.
man, that's not even crop circles. That's the thing.
Oh,
Go ahead though, man. What's that? Crop circles, no BS. Nah, it definitely on the ground though. But they is created by humans who standing just beyond this box.
well, piece the copper tone. But I really thought those were crop circles.
Yeah, all right. It's hard to explain because the thing is buffered. So
If those are people doing it, that's dope.
it's right, but what do you see in this shape of this?
They look like bullseyes, but it kind of looks like two antennas. It looks like a Mickey Mouse with
Dean, what about you, Dean?
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, it's like a bug, but I got three. I can almost see horizontal lines, like um, like the two side things are actually like a technical drawing of height and depth. Like you can have it almost shows elevation.
That's interesting. Okay. Troops on, what you say? Troops on might be busy, so all right, I'm gonna show y'all where the picture comes from. All right, so this is the whole picture.
Are they Australian Aboriginal?
Yes.
Right.
The concept of Freemasonry come from these symbols that they got on.
It looks like that symbol. It looks like the cancer symbol. There's
It's
two guys. You know how they got the
a
cancer
ribbon,
ribbon?
yo. It's a ribbon. It's not. It's a ribbon, right? It's not a cancer symbol, but
Yeah, I can see
it's a
what you mean.
ribbon.
It's a
You know what I mean?
rhythm.
Like
Yeah.
a knot that be putting on, like, but it's not. It represent this.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Huh.
So see,
You know what I mean?
they have a stick, and a piece of wood. They do the rhythm.
So look,
They
check
call
it
it.
out. Check it out.
I think
Check
it.
it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got it.
I think it's some kind of stick dance. They have a stick. Call it a stick dance.
So look,
Yeah, I wish I can remember that bloody thing now.
look. Watch where they go next. This concept of hold up. Where is it? There it is.
Okay, there you go. So there's where I was talking about elevation.
Right. Okay. See, so that's the same thing that they looking at on the that they made on the floor, on the ground.
Right.
Right. So that's the checkerboard floor, but it's in another dimension. You see the actual shape. You get that's a signal. You know what I'm saying? That's the earth, yo. And so
Yeah.
now knowledge of that much land make people be able to do things. I guess, you know, like the knowledge of that is technology. Yeah, yeah, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty bloody amazing, isn't it? There's a lot more to the Australian Aboriginal art. They got their dot paintings.
Yeah, they
There's some older dot paintings I'd really like to understand. They apparently people read them, right?
what? The cave paintings?
No, the dot paintings. There's people that do these paintings. They're all just done in dots. See if we can. I don't know. You might be able to pull up an Aboriginal scene where they're doing Aboriginal art, dot painting. They
Mm-hmm.
actually call it dot painting, D-O-T.
Yo, let me show you first how they've been showing that Aboriginal information.
Right.
Like all this shit is talking about. I mean, all these things is talking about the same three body problem. You know what I mean? That book, they turned it to a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Which book's that, bro?
I don't know. I think it's a book. It's not a book. It's a Netflix movie. It's that three body problem. It wasn't a book.
Okay, okay.
So the concept of them threes is all throughout ancient information, ancient data. The Trinity, you know what I mean? Always, even though there's groupings of all numbers, but it's just this one is kind of popular. The mind, body, and soul symbolize. It's like the Om symbol. If you're familiar with the Hindus,
I'm not that familiar, but I do know what you're talking about. Yep.
The ohm symbol, you make it just like that with a little extra.
Apparently, when you breathe out through your nose, you make that sound, right?
Well,
And
intention is
and hang on a minute. And when you're breathing that out, you're actually making that sound. You produce nitrous oxide, right? Natural oxygen, nitrous oxide in your own nasal passage. And so what happens when you breathe out and you go, you're producing nitrous oxide while you're doing that. As soon as you breathe back in, you breathe a quick in breath through your nose, you're pulling that nitrous oxide you just made back into your body. Did you know that?
you supposed to blow that shit away, man. Like nitrous, it should be air that you take in, breathe in. You know what I'm saying? The inward air. It is a technique that I suppose, but
When
you really
when
inhale,
you think
exhale.
about it, the Aboriginal does that didgeridoo, right? And he's breathing through his mouth and his nose at the same time that he's you know going his out breath and his in breath.
Mm. Well, look, breathing is important. Don't nobody want to suffocate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shit, they say that it's a toss up between the African Khoisan people and the Australian Aborigines as being the oldest people on Earth.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? Like, where is the major efforts to get to the bottom of that in the world amongst all these smart and rich people?
Why
Somewhere.
did the indigenous Australian people choose to live there? I mean, what was about that land that drew them to stay there?
They was already on the land. It ain't like they went to the land. So
Reminds me of the face masks that they wear today.
Aboriginals is already on the land before the land break up.
That's what I say. I mean, I think the land's only broke up because there was water put there. The land's
Mm.
never broken up, right? It's only the water that breaks up the land.
Right, it's all good. Nature is
Yeah.
nature. Nature is a great force, and the God in heaven and earth, man.
So I
So
kind of feel like the original peoples walked across all the earth. There was was no need for land bridges because land was the bridge, right?
well, I mean, like you saying when North America and Asia was connected.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just a big ass piece of land that was like
yeah,
had water on two sides.
yeah.
Right.
Fully.
Right. I mean, and you know what? You know what? Who knows what kingdom was right there? Like right there and shit. Now it's just like ocean, and now you need to get a boat to go across there, but there ain't no telling what was right there. There, when you look
Exactly.
on, when you look at radar, like sonar maps, it looked like something had just cut there. You know what I'm saying? Like a perfect break.
Yeah, yeah,
Like the way it goes is like a perfect V. Like some just, what I mean, it could have been straight land, but anyways, a lot of other lands was together. But the Earth be moving though. The Earth be continental drifting, and so almost anything possible. They say the Himalayas came off this pressure.
Well, you were talking about the original plates before, and I think if you look through, America has got a plate, and it's called the Laurentian plate, right? The Laurentian plate is one of the
Laurentia,
oldest plates in
Laurentia,
America.
Laurentia.
Yeah.
Laurel, something like that. Let's go look.
Well, that's my surname, Laurent, right?
You said Aborigine spot painting, and then you said Laurentia. It's just a matter of before it was Pangea, and then it was a whole bunch of other shit, or it was
Yeah.
like different land masses that made Pangea, and then it's broke up again. So it's like those two are theories, but I go before it was Pangea, and then it broke up into other continental drift pieces. See, and so that would make it where, like, how would you explain that on a globe Earth model? How these, if if the globe Earth model was real, those continents would be moving according to the velocity of them and their direction that they pulling the Earth into. And I don't know if that's a science. Like they would have
Like,
to explain it.
is Charles Waz in the back? Is he dropped out or something?
What?
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Shit, so all these are spots.
There you go. All those dot paintings.
Oh shit. Oh snap. That's one. So they're a bunch of dots.
They use the dots, yeah, and they just all dots. Everything on those paintings is just dots.
Mm.
Peace to everyone in the chat. Oops. I knew somebody that could make that with these tiles. They were like ceramic tiles.
There's ancient stories in some of these dot paintings.
Mm. Well, the fish, Pisces, right? And these Catholic Church wears fish hats. The mouth of the fish is shaped like the vagina.
So you're saying there's cross dressers?
Yeah.
Is the satanic, the top satanic is a cross dresser expert and shit. Like
I mean,
they
look.
got the extra kit on standby in case they ever need to turn into a drag queen. Like
Right.
it's kind
I
of
wanted
like
to ask you this, Squid.
007, but without all the intrigue and the agency and shit. Like,
I wanted to ask you this, Squid. All right, you know how in Europe they got the drag queen, right? The Queen of England was a man. So
oh
in America, right? They got the president, and then they call it the first lady. But what the hell is a lady, right? It's a first lady because it's a lady boy. It's a man, right? Because other than that, it's either a woman or a girl. But what's a lady? They made that up because it's not a woman. It's a lady. It's half whatever. It's a man. That's
Lady
why.
boy.
Yeah. It made
So
all
all
made
right,
sense
so
to me
so
one day.
what's the real? All right, so what should be people not be saying? What you said? People should not be
Huh?
saying which of them words. Like, did you say that? So first lady mean that it's a man? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's like a code word.
Yo, you have to just say that one more time. Like you saying that it's all right. Now you said code word.
Yeah.
So
It's
lady,
like a cover up.
first lady mean Michelle Obama, Michael Obama.
Yeah. It means lady boy.
Lady boy though, that's crazy. All right, yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, son. I don't know, man. That's what you talking about. Like you talking about some weird shit with some
Yeah,
pages
because
that
what's a
politics.
lady?
Them
I only
politics
know
have
woman or
faith in
girl.
that shit, man. Yo,
I
they
think.
transgenders, man. We know that shit. They transgender. They Baphomet got titties, right?
Mm,
Come on, man. Like, yeah, yo, them motherfuckers worship the devil. They trying to make a CRISPR baby be all the animals they favorite animals in one. You know what I mean? They trying to do shit just for the fun of it, man. Like the gods be using technology on people, man.
yeah, they don't even try to hide it good
But
anymore.
I
They
don't
don't
know who
even
these
care.
people are, though. These people could be just minions of the devil. They ain't really the gods. They just they fucking off with Satan and shit, man. You know what I mean? Guys don't fuck with that bullshit. Like you know what I mean? Like, look, it's a trap. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a trap, and that's not a warning. It's just a statement.
It's a shame, man, that
Yeah.
yeah, Michael, like, I didn't really get it until Michael was on that talk show and his third leg was dancing around. I said, motherfucker. And then I started looking into the
Huh?
old so-called first ladies, and I'm like, man, they all look like men. Barbara Bush. Someone put a picture, I think it was Aleister Crowley with Barbara Bush. Like, I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt if these were men with wigs, and now they could do the operations. Like, they don't even hide it no more. Like, even look at Trump, so-called wife. Looking like Rebecca Lobo and shit, all tall. Trump's short. His so-called wife is like 7'3". She got hands that could grip 6 fucking basketballs. I mean, what woman has hands that huge? Not besides Rebecca Lobo, and I don't even know if Rebecca Lobo was a woman. I've never seen an actual woman that tall, and when her hands are like size 17 sneakers. But I'm not hating.
You make me laugh, Jack.
That's the point. I was trying to make people laugh, but no, it's serious though. I mean,
Hey, Yahweh, yeah, I timed you out, man. It's just because you, like I said, man, you just sporadically be throwing out crazy shit, bro. Like you just sporadically you just be saying nonsense, bro. So I gotta time you out, man, because you good, bro. I ain't gonna time you out again, man. Just be easy in the chat, man. I was gonna ask you a question, Red Squid. I heard you mention the devil, man. When you say devil, do you mean that like an allegory, a literal? What do you mean when people say the devil? Can you hear me?
yeah, I think there's a devil, but a man in the flesh. I think it's more, it's like a guy in the flesh.
I'm gonna ask that, but say
Maybe
that one. I
maybe
think
the
it.
guy is mixed with animal genetics or something. That's why they worship an animal man type deity, because maybe he was like mixed with goat genetics or something. Maybe if you scare him, he'll fall over. I don't know.
Nah, man. The devil to me, bro, is like it's just anybody that's trying to stop you
Oh
from being
damn, my
great.
bad, y'all. My mic was muted, man.
Well, I just want to drop in and say I've got to get out of here, guys. I've got stuff to do, and it's almost 8 o'clock here.
Damn, you
So,
it's late over there. Where you at, man? All right, cool. Thanks for coming up, Dean, man. Anytime, man. Anytime, you're more than
yeah,
welcome.
well, thanks very much for allowing me up, bro, and it was great chatting with you all. And I know we always break into some great conversations, so thanks very much, and have a good
Peace,
day, guys.
peace.
All right,
Salute.
cool.
Peace,
Salute,
Dean.
man.
Have a great day, bro.
Later,
Everybody hit
bro.
that like. Everybody make sure to hit the like button. We've been having 20 people in here all streams consistently, so that means the channel's doing better. So everybody make sure to hit that damn like button, man. It's free to support, man. Hit that like button. Get this stream up to 40 likes before I end this shit, man. Get it up to 40 likes. For the Antichrist in the church,
40 likes and 40 shares. Share it, share it, share it. Get it spread around.
share this shit too, man. Get this shit up, man. Get it to the algorithm.
Yeah, get it spread around like a cheap hooker. I mean,
Nah. Nah. Look, man.
P.
It's
Diddy,
over with, man. Hey, yo, the
the
Nazis
diddler.
been in charge. And then go Trump talking about he gonna let Diddy go. But 50 Cent said, wait a minute.
For real? He said that? Wow.
He said he'll think about it, something like that. Like
Wow.
he act like I don't know what he said. But 50 came out and said he gonna dissuade Trump from pardoning. Yeah.
He's gonna persuade him to?
He's gonna persuade him from pardoning. Like so he won't pardon.
I think that whole trial is just fake. I think Diddy don't even go to jail. He's probably got a lookalike that makes it look like it, or he goes out the back door or something. He ain't in no dang jail. No way. He's got too much money, man. Too much money. Money. You could, if you got money like Diddy, man, billions, you could do whatever you want. I don't care what no one says. You could do whatever the heck you want. You could pay anyone off. Give a judge 100 grand, you're good. 200 grand, that's nothing to the diddler, man. He's got crazy bank.
He don't got that much money. He lost a lot of money since what's her name? He started getting sued.
You don't think he invested a lot of money that keeps making the money?
Nah, he a junk. He was a damn freaky ass junkie.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you feel me? He ain't spend his money right at all. Look, his kids would have been strizzier now that they look like they is. Like if he get locked up, it's over for them. Like he was out there doing the wrong thing, man. He ain't got no good setup. I don't trust he would. He had the opportunity. I thought he was a billionaire. What did he make? He didn't make it like Jay-Z, the one that made it to $1 billion.
I wonder how many tapes he got of like politicians, and cause I'm surprised they didn't take him out yet. I mean, he said he got tapes of all these people and stuff. I wonder what politicians are on him.
Shit, man, son. That motherfucker's gonna be. He gonna be on the news for who knows how long, man.
Somebody said that dude. I used to watch this guy's videos. What's his name? He was saying that Kai is, is Diddy, right? Diddy's playing a role of Kai or whatever. What's his name? Kai Senton or whatever.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The odd thing is he rented a house for 60 mil next to Diddy's. I thought that was a little odd. Maybe he's trolling.
He rented a house.
Yeah, 60 mil right next to right next to the diddlers, which is odd to me. So, and he does kind of look like Diddy too. If you put their pictures side by side, he's kind of got the facial structure.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that that's his relation? They related?
Or he's playing that role. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because these masks, like I seen this Asian woman had this thin mask on, and she had a mask of a darker woman, and she took it off. It was an Asian woman. I was like, whoa. You couldn't even tell. I mean, they've gotten so advanced with these masks. And then the computers too, what they can do, like they have filters where you can be a whole other person. The filters are so good that you can't even tell. Who knows how long they've had that tech? Look at AI, what AI can do by creating videos. I know it's kind of crappy for us, but who knows how advanced these people are with that. So the government's tech is way further along advanced than what they give us. We get like crumbs of the tech they have. You think Red Squid, you think these people play multiple roles? They kill a character off and go play another role, like Tupac in To Kill the MC. I think that is Pac. There's too many I'll say coincidences. There's too much stuff that makes sense. Maybe you're muted. I don't know. Let's see the chat.
All right, I'm back. Cool. Everybody go.
Son of Yahweh seems to have a issue with you, Chu Son. He said, "Why you tying me out, fool?"
Oh, he always get. Yahweh always
Because
get
I'm
put on.
telling the truth. He said he's telling the
Nah,
truth down there.
Yahweh talking a bunch of bullshit. Yahweh, when he comes up here, man, I think he got Asperger's, man. The dude just, like I said, sporadically be throwing out just random words.
Is
I
it
think somebody dropped.
Yahweh?
Yeah, Yahweh.
Ask
I
him,
think
Chu Son. Is it Yahweh or his way?
I don't know who way it is. I think it's a retarded way. I think somebody dropped a mic on that nigga. I think somebody dropped a mic on that nigga, man. Because listen, bro, I thought he only talked like that on other panels. I went to that nigga's panel, man, to his panel. He was talking just like that on his channel by himself, and nobody was listening either. I said, this nigga really is crazy. I said, he really talks like this. Then the nigga say he sits on the couch and talks to himself. He told me, and I woke his new sleep that one time. I was like, this nigga's crazy. This nigga done lost his mind. There's nothing wrong with reaching for, higher knowledge, higher wisdom, a higher consciousness, so called. There's nothing wrong with that. Wanting to learn. But when you start sounding like this nigga, man, nah, man, you done lost your goddamn mind, bro. Hey, Yahweh, I'm gonna put you out of here, nigga. Bye, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit today. Bye, nigga. You all right, Yahweh, man? You gotta quit doing that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that shit all the time, bro.
It ain't Yah's way, it's Chu Son's way. Peace. Boop.
Yeah, man.
Strike three, you're out of here.
He be coming up here from time to time saying the same shit. Like, bro, come on, man. Get your ass out of here with that, man. Everybody hit the like button, though, man. I'm about to shut this shit down, man. I gotta go pick up my check and shit, man. I got shit. I wasn't even supposed to be live this goddamn time, but I appreciate y'all brothers for coming up, man.
Yeah, man, this is a good build, man. Peace to Red Squid and Dean, and you too, son. Peace to the chat, man, and thanks for having me up, man. I'll check you next time.
Anytime, bro. When you go live, I'm gonna pull up. You already know I'm gonna pull up, but yeah, man. I'm gonna change the title of this video too. Change the title, man, because we talking about something else.
I fixed the thing, Squid. It didn't have the whatchamacallit on, but it's on now, so I'll be getting the alerts, man. But peace, everybody. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
What's up, man? Peace, bro. Yeah, I've been live longer than what I wanted to, man. I've been out here working the whole goddamn time. I gotta go get to the bank and shit before they close. That's what I'm saying. Everybody, man. Shout out to everybody that joined, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out AKD. Shout out Philly. Shout out Country Ray. Shout out Quentin Emerson. Shout out Barbara. Shout out Is You Scared? Because you know you was trolling. Shout out Red Squid. Shout out Coppertone. Shout out Hurricane JW. Who else was in the motherfucking building? Shout out y'all said Barbara already. Shout out Mind's Eye. Shout out who else came in here earlier? Shout out Marcy Fox. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to even to everybody watching in the bushes, man. Even to the ones that don't like me, man. That watch from afar. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to No. Shout out who else was up in the building, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. I hope I got everybody, man, this time. It's in my bag, nigga. Been here the whole time. Damn, Summer. Damn, I didn't know you was here. Yeah, you have been here the whole time. Man. You said what's up earlier. Shout out to you, Summer. Shout out to Summer. Shout out to Summer. Most definitely. Everybody, make sure to get this stream up to 40 likes, man. That's what I'm saying. The channel is starting to grow. I'm sorry, I can tell by the analytics. You know, I had 50 people in the chat the last time I went live. That's the most people I ever had in the chat. You know, I'm starting to see that. You know, I'm having 20 to 30 people in the chat consistently. So that means the channel is growing. So, you know, without no me, there's no y'all. So, you know, y'all keep the channel going. And like I said, shout out Truther too. That's who started with me when I first started doing this shit. When I first started going live, she was my co-host. I remember it was only 2 people in the chat, 3 people in the chat, and we would just build for hours, man. You know, those were the good things. Those were the good old days. But you know, shout out to you, Truther. You know, you started this shit with me. Shout out to everybody, man. I feel that some of y'all think you getting that paper. That's what I've been out here doing the whole day. I've been working and chiming in. I can multitask. I can run a stream and work at the same time. I made some good money today. Yeah, I'm about to do a 5-story building down there, downtown Louisville here soon, Summer. I did a place over there last weekend too. Shout out to F the World Stage. Shout out to you too, man. Shout out to you, man. Welcome to the channel, man. We go ahead and put Red Squid down. But yeah, hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Exposed said my bag, nigga. You want that? You want that money, man? I told you, I got you, bro. Listen, hold on, I got you right here. But you gotta come get it. You gotta come whoop my ass to get it. I got you right here. Exposed. Hold on, let me show you one more time, bro. I got a hundo for you, man. But you gotta whoop my ass. You gotta whoop my ass to get this though, bro. You want this exposed? You want this, man? You want your bag, nigga? You gotta come whoop my ass to take this. Then it's yours, bro. Other than that, you ain't extorting me, nigga. You ain't getting shit. Exposed. This is what you want, ain't it, nigga? You keep telling everybody to run you your money, nigga. You gotta come. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this shit on the roof up here. You gotta come get it off the roof, nigga. Then it's yours. You gotta whoop my ass first, and then you can have it. He said, drop it in the chat. He said, drop it in the chat. Drop the money bag. And damn, this nigga, hey man, you trying to strong arm niggas, man, on YouTube, bro, for that paper, man. Get you a job, nigga. Go mop a floor, nigga. Yeah, nigga, go mop a floor, nigga. Go scrub a toilet, nigga. You might get a bag, bro. So if you ever need help, let me know. I just say hi, I'll be around. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, I'm over there in the city almost every other day. Like I said, I did a job over there on Main Street last weekend for this Mexican. And I gotta do that 5-story building. When I do that 5-story building, I might hit you up because that's a lot of goddamn windows I gotta do. And you know, I'll pay you to help me out. You know, anytime. Yeah, stop exposing niggas, man. Expose. Not expose. Expose. Stop extorting niggas on YouTube, bro. You be in every nigga chat talking about run you your money. I enjoy the stream, bro. Anytime, bro. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Expose. Check this out. We got 36 likes. I'm not ending this stream. I need y'all to get this motherfucker up to 40 likes, man. My mic went out. Everybody, hit the like button on your way out. Get this motherfucking stream up to 40 likes, man. Get this bitch up to 40 likes. We at 36. Get this motherfucker up to 40 likes, man. Yeah, anytime, Summer. You do what I used to do back in the day. I used to clean buildings and stuff like office spaces like 10 years ago. And I made good money. I had a lot of contracts. When my dad had the contracts, and I would do it for him. But yeah, it's good money in that, you know. But I do what I do full time, you know. But like I said, man, get this bitch up to 40 likes, man. When I end the stream, this shit better be up to 40 likes, man. Show your boy some love, man. I don't want no cash donations. Support the motherfucking channel, man. Just like you go to the Dollar Tree and you buy goods and shit like that, you support them. So support, you know, it's about support, man. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Hope y'all have a rest. Enjoy y'all evening. Enjoy y'all night. Hope you wake up in the morning to get everything. And I hope y'all wake up tomorrow and get everything that you want. Even to the haters, man. Live your life, man. I hope the universe blesses you with everything that you want and need. But I'm out, man. Y'all be easy. Peace. Salute. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm going.